And we are recording.
All right. When last we left off, the Wolf Pack, having successfully completed their work for the Windline Company and acquiring some new magical items, found themselves in a bit of a quandary, as it turns out one of those magical items was a ever-powerful Ring of Wishing, with the potential to break reality, as it were, in any number of ways. Choosing to sit on the item for a little bit, they all experienced some rather intense dreams, some tempting them to use the power of the ring for whatever means they wished, others just showing possibilities should it ever come to pass that they happen to use it. The next day, the pack was kind of questioning its position here in the city of Yord when it seems like a couple of different events caught their eye. The first of which they spotted a seemingly flying ship up in the sky and found some rumors about the leader of Yord, High Thunderer Grog Skyfist, being sick after meeting with an Imperial envoy in town. Investigating that a little bit, they attempted to heal Grog and found him to be under the sway of a very powerful curse that seemed to resist any attempts at healing, both natural or magical. Getting in contact with the head of the Windline Company, a very powerful mage, as well as a fateful meeting with Ingrid Darby, also known as the Wolf, a member of the Black Blades, and the Imperial envoy who happened to curse Grog Skyfist. They gained the means necessary to break the curse along with the mage's power, and were deciding on their next path forward in regards to confronting the captain of the Misty Steppe, Forden Darkwater, the Traveler of the Black Blades, and what should be done about this. And that is where we're picking up. Four of you are currently in the keep itself, having just finished curing Grog of this curse, and having said a few lines to some of the higher-ups here, including Legate Dorthak Stonehand, the head of the Grey Legion, as to what could potentially be happening next with regards to Forden. So that is where we'll pick up. Wolfpack, what would you like to do?
I mean, we're going to off this dude, right?
Yeah, totally.
Like, Ingrid's going to tell him to come down, and when he lands, we're going to jump him.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the hope here.
Legate Dorthak, he's been kind of your point of contact this whole time, kind of chimes in at this point. So is there more to the plan? Like, where exactly is this fight going to be taking place?
I mean, it's your castle. Like, where do you recommend?
Well, if we do it outside of the castle walls or within the bailey itself, they could potentially try to escape just over the walls or anything like that, but it would allow us a little more breathing room, perhaps, and use of our full forces. We could try to instigate a fight within the castle, provided, and he looks over at Grog Skyfist, who's still passed out, having suddenly woken, immediately passing back out. Provided the High Thunderer is along with this plan, we could potentially try to lure him inside, although that might limit the numbers we'd be able to bring to bear. He might sense a trap if he walks into a room and sees, 100 Grey Legion ready to go.
Yeah.
So
we don't need like 100. It's like one dude. Like, you got all of us.
He came on a skyship, right? I assume he has some kind of crew.
Well, yeah,
and
he's got like a handful of crew.
From what you guys have kind of led me to believe, and the impression that was given to us from the envoy, he's not exactly he's not exactly an easy person to fight and kill, right?
I mean, I'm assuming he's pretty tough since he's one of these like blades, but
so maybe outside is best.
It seems like both have their kind of pros and cons. He keeps looking back over to Grog, and you kind of get the sense like he isn't wanting to commit to anything while his liege is still very much kind of out for the count. I think we need to maybe sleep on it for the night and see where everything kind of stands in the morning. whether Grog has any insight in this or not. If you guys have any more ideas regarding things that we can do or prepare, such as it is.
Well, I mean, we're assuming like Fordham lands. That's the name, right? Is it Fordham or Fordham?
Fordham.
Yeah, Fordham. Oh, Fordham with an N.
Yep.
Is in Nancy, not M. Is in Mancy.
Nope. I'll put it here in Roll20 chat.
I had it written down wrong. I had it written down way wrong. So I mean, he's gonna land. Like, he's not gonna bring like his whole like crew in with him, right? Like,
I mean,
they'll probably stay on his like flying. Like, what's he usually? Has he ever been here before?
He's never been here before, but as an Imperial envoy, he is granted he's allowed to bring an honor guard for any negotiations or delegations going on.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's just not gonna be like rolling like fucking 30 deep. He's probably gonna have like a handful of dudes with him.
The official pronouncement for delegations of his status would be at maximum 20. It's the same thing we award to other governors.
All right. Well, Ingrid, what do you think? Like, is she here?
Ingrid is not here. No,
Ingrid.
Ingrid was very careful to give you guys the information, but keep her distance. Partially because she's kind of at fault for a lot of things happening in here.
Yeah.
But also partially because she's not sure how much information can be gleaned off of her from her ex-compatriots. So
that's right.
It's kind of like a double edge. Like, she wants to help you guys, but she's trying to make sure she doesn't give away your guys' hand too early, along with not getting immediately imprisoned for causing all of this to begin with.
Oh yeah. Well, sounds like we're sleeping on it then.
Yeah, Dorthak just kind of looks around. I think that might be for the best, if only so that tomorrow morning we can get the High Thunderer's opinion on this. If he's even, I'm assuming he will want to retaliate. He's not exactly, well, it's complicated, but he normally isn't one when challenged directly to stand down from a fight. So we'll see how things go, but we will need his approval for any of this to be carried out, as it were.
Sweet. Remember, like, mum's the word that he's still alive.
Very much. We are not spreading that beyond this room. And
he's super sick.
Dorthak makes eye contact with every guard that's in this room, and they all just silently nod. You get the sense this is the first time you guys are actually a little, maybe not at ease around Imperial Guard, but it's not as tense as it usually is for you guys. It's maybe not trust yet, but they seem to regard you at least in a little higher standing, since they're a little more loyal to Grog than necessarily the Empire. But Dorthak just kind of nods, makes eye contact with every one of them. They all seem to nod their agreement. Until we hear from you tomorrow, until we're able to talk with the High Thunderer, I suggest we all get some sleep, think on things, see if there's anything else that can be gleaned overnight, and tomorrow, potentially draw battle plans.
Yeah, we're trying to see if Groog's back around too.
You have another compatriot?
Yeah.
Oh, who's that?
Huh.
Oh, I
Groog.
remember now.
Tez, remember?
She's gone
spooky.
all the time.
She is.
I hope she's back for this, though. She's a sneaky devil.
Yeah, she might come
Yeah,
in
we
handy.
certainly use her help.
Well, we'll need all the helps we can get, I can imagine, with this. Yeah, you have free run of the if you want to go ahead and head back to your lodgings. Come back tomorrow morning. I'll leave word with the guards, obviously, that you are free to come in, and we'll see where we stand.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Okay.
At that point, Vareth Windsor, who the mage who's been here the entire time, he just keeps back and forth like, so hold on, let me get this straight. Did I just help cause a war? Because I'm not looking forward to that. That's bad for business.
Dude, the war's been here.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. Okay, well, I'm going to go home and sleep and try to ignore what I just heard.
Ooh, why? Oh, the Empire tried to murder your king?
I mean, it's complicated. I'm not one for politics. I'm a businessman, but I prefer, if at all possible, to stay out of this for now until I see where the winds are blowing, so to speak.
Bitch. Cool.
Don't be scared.
He just kind of nods his head, and then you watch as he teleports out.
Oh. He's scared.
Fuck yeah, he is.
That was cool.
Dorothet kind of chuckles. He's not exactly a fighter. I don't blame him for wanting to keep his nose out of this. He's a little more focused on prosperity than the destruction that war usually brings.
Yeah, cool. I'm pretty sure the Empire murdering the fucking king and subjugating this entire city is not going to be great for his profit margin.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that, but at the same time, it's hard to fully discount his side of things. So we'll leave him be. He'll come around whenever, I'm assuming Skyfist sides with us, but we'll see. But the city of Yord thanks you, at the very least. You made sure that he lives another day.
Yep.
Oh,
I wonder what a day it's going to be.
you're welcome.
We'll have to find out. At that, he kind of gives you not like an official dismissal or anything, but it's kind of obvious. He's like, okay, you can go now.
I love all the rebellion talk. Makes that dude so nervous.
But with that, you guys leave the keep and head back to the Inn of the Broken Skies. And as you walk in, you find none other than Garuk sitting at the usual table with a pint of ale in front of her.
Hey, you're back.
What's up?
How was the murdering?
Fun, as always.
There you go.
Guess what? We're going to murder some more.
Yeah. Might want to go someplace a little more private for this conversation.
Yeah, as you yell that, Tez, you see a couple other patrons. It's pretty late, like past midnight at this point, but there's a few people who are still drunk that kind of look over you like, what? Murder?
It's like aggressive self-defense. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Goes back to his drink, doesn't even care. He's like 3 sheets to the wind at this point.
He's drunk.
Yep. Probably him and Jerry.
I was thinking the same thing. Hey, you, have you seen my friend Jerry? Has he been drinking with you?
Little halfling guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was here earlier. Where'd he go? He kind of looks around a little bit bleary-eyed. Huh. He's not here anymore.
He's the life of the party. He's probably resting.
Okay.
Okay, let's go somewhere private.
Yeah, who's got the biggest room?
All of you have pretty decent-sized rooms, at least for like conversation. They're all singles, but they have a good amount of space to them. But yeah,
It doesn't
pretty
matter.
easily. Yeah, you go into Tez's room just because it's on the first floor. It's pretty easy to access. But you are
Morning.
currently alone with Garuk.
Okay.
So, while you've been gone, Grook, I don't know if you heard the rumors about Skyfist getting sick. Have you been like in town or out of town?
Garuk, this whole time you've kind of been doing your own thing, just general mischief and mayhem. Not exactly doing anything specific, but just seeing what can be maybe acquired or accomplished while you're here, as far as your own personal goals. And you've kind of come up without a whole lot. You have heard the rumors, though, that the leader of town, High Thunderer Grog Skyfist, was very sick.
Yeah. Cool. Well, turns out he got poisoned by the wolf and fucking
Some like crazy poison too.
yeah, like super curse, like real bad. But we took care of it, so it's all good. So the Empire was basically just gonna like roll this place up and like kick Skyfist out and just step it up. So we have decided that we are going to let Fordun Forden, the dude in the flying boat. I don't know if you saw that up there. We're going to let him land, then we're going to ambush him and kill him. Oh, and Ingrid, the wolf, one of the blades, is on our side now.
And we're going to take that skyship and keep it for ourselves.
Goddamn right.
We're going to fly everywhere.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So you're going to, like, ambushing people.
Mm-hmm.
Where would be the best place to take this dude out? I'm guessing he's going to land a ship, like, in the court. Is the ship big enough to land?
No,
courtyard?
the courtyard is not big enough for the ship to land in, and even the main square of town isn't big enough for that. You're currently not aware of how anyone has been getting up or down from that ship.
Well, they got fucking magic up the ass, so they're probably using fucking dimension door or something. So he's going to land with like 20 people. Well, I'd say if he's not going to be on the ship, I say we let him get inside. Because if they can like teleport or something, they can just like poof back up to the ship and then we'd be fucked.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I was thinking like if they were going to like land the ship or like get it close to the ground and like, you know, like rope down, maybe hit them outside. But if they can just like magic their way back to their ship and fucking beat it, I think that's probably a bad idea to let them be outside.
Unless we
Yeah.
have some way of trapping them, but I don't even think we have that.
Yeah. What do you think, Rook?
Yeah, it's best to get him inside than outside.
I agree.
Because of the whole they may teleport thing.
I mean, some of the shit you have to like see where you're going, right?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check, Finn.
That's all that I know about magic. Oh, I do actually have it.
Yeah, we'll say you're tapping into some knowledge that Eldath is helping with. 23. Okay. You're aware there's a couple different ways that people can be magically transported. You're already familiar enough with, simple teleports like Thunder Step, Misty Step, things like that, where you do have to be able to see where you're going. There's more complicated ones like the teleport spell and things like Teleportation Circle, where so long as you have knowledge of a place, you can do it. There might, depending on which one of those, there might be a chance at not working correctly. But there's ways to do it without looking exactly. There's also methods of kind of short form teleportation where instead of teleporting, it's more of like opening a gateway and things like that that people can cross through from one point to another.
Well, it sounds like that could go a lot of different directions. So I don't know if not being able to see it's going to be that helpful. But I mean, still, I guess if he brings 20 people with him, he's probably got more than that on the ship, right?
You guys do have some experience sailing ships being on ships relatively about the size that you've seen of the Misty Step is. A crew of 20 would be enough to run it, but more than likely they would have something in reserve. Probably not more than 35, 40 on the ship itself.
I forgot. Did we ask Ingrid how many people he has on the ship?
You did not, no.
Okay.
Nor did she offer that information. Based on your interactions, you're not sure if she actually knows.
And we've all got like good feelings about her, right? Like,
go ahead and just roll whoever wants to. Other than Garuk, who hasn't met her, go ahead and just roll just an insight check. We'll see how you guys are feeling about it.
I'll do it. I'm going to do it at disadvantage, though, because I'm an idiot.
Who?
Okay. Tez, you're not really sure about her. Could be the whole wolf thing. Just puts you on edge a little bit, being around someone that canine-oriented.
Oh, yes.
Taylor and Finn, you're pretty sure she's on the up and up. Tyler, there's something that you saw in her eyes when talking to her, specifically when she mentioned her motivations and being tied to her brother and finding out what had actually happened to him. There is no doubt in your mind that you can trust her so long as she is motivated by pure, utter vengeance that she is wanting to get on her former compatriots for lying to her and having her brother killed.
Yeah, no, we could probably trust her with just about anything right now.
Yeah, I mean, she seemed pretty fucking like
Mhm.
big mad for murking her brother. So
She
I just
wasn't
want to make sure
happy.
everybody else is kind of picking up the same thing I was. I
Yes.
didn't want to like.
Yeah, I mean,
all go
at
fucking
least I think
pear-shaped
until she
and be like-
kills who she's gonna kill, I think we
Yeah.
can trust her.
Well, I mean, like her brother got murdered by the Empire, so that's pretty much like all of them, right? Like at least the Blade like gave the order. So, but it's safe to assume
Yeah.
that she wants that dude as dead as you do. Oh yeah, he killed both people and like family members of both of you guys.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And you guys are sure you just don't want to use that like wish ring to just like make that happen, right?
I don't know. That's why I gave it to him.
Oh yeah, Garuk, you weren't. I don't think you were there for that. This is the first you're hearing about a wish ring.
What about a wish ring?
Ooh. Were you with us when we hit up the pawn shop?
I don't believe so.
Oh
Wait,
yeah, we
there's a
killed
pawn
some
shop?
time. Yeah, like
Garuk was there for the
names.
pawn shop because they got, if I
Oh, yeah, some
recall
kind of
correctly, they got
gauntlets.
some bracers, which have been identified, by the way, or minor identification. Let me see.
Yeah, like braces of fortitude, right? You put them in the Discord chat, didn't you?
I think I did. Let me double check.
I think you opened. Yeah, you opened a whole like
Yeah,
sub-thread.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know I had a second. I didn't put them in there. Oh, where did I have that noted that you guys got the bracers? Scroll back up.
I had braces of fortitude written down. I think.
Yes, bracer. Yeah, I have it written down here. Yeah, it was identified as bracers of fortitude. So if you want to look those up, Kendall. You also, if you haven't done so already, you're now level 8 as well.
Okay.
So all these items in this thread right here, we all know what they do, and somebody has them.
Yes.
Well, we
Okay.
don't know what the 3 glyphs on the spyglass do, right?
Yeah, that looks like
we only
it's
know the
been
first one.
identify spell 3 charges per day for glyph 2, common word identify an orc. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Well, Molly only told us what the first glyph did. That's to see stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know what the other 3 did, so I assume that we don't know that because we didn't have this thing identified. Because I honestly forgot that I had it.
Yep, I definitely copied and pasted a little too much.
Yeah, we know what they do now, apparently.
Yeah, screw it. I'll say that
I'm
the
fine with
dude.
pretending.
I mean, you can if you want. I'm fine with saying the owner of the inn identified that for you as well.
Works
Either
for
way.
me.
So yeah, you guys have access to all that stuff.
Sweet.
Okay. So we can scry, locate creature.
Well, you can potentially scry. Probably not yet, though.
Oh, not yet. Nope, that's not. Must be 9th level or higher.
Yeah, if you try to do it right now, you could probably there'd be a roll for it and some consequences of a poor roll.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Now what?
Yeah, I don't know. Taylor, you're a hunter. You know about like ambush and stuff, right? What's your vote?
Inside would be the safest possibility. Less chance for him to escape. Although we can't count out magic.
Well, yeah.
I only need to hit him one time and he'll be dead.
That would be fucking fantastic.
Don't worry.
Do you think his auto guard are going to be like Lightbringers? Because 20 of those guys might be
It's
a
very
bit
possible.
much. The fuck? Can you imagine how badass we'd be if we killed all 20 of those?
Oh. Did we try to get potions, healing potions, yet?
I
don't have
believe
any.
so.
I don't have any. We may be okay. But that does raise interesting questions. What if it is a bunch of Lightbringers?
Fuck them up. We've killed half a
We
dozen
have.
of them already, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have fought a couple of different Lightbringers at this point, or
Like
Light Blades.
Well, they
Yeah.
usually don't roll like 20
Blades.
deep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it hasn't been overwhelming numbers. You've usually, in the few encounters you've had, it's been 2 at a time, and then the second encounter was 3 of them and a swarm of Imperial Guard who were practically nothing at that point.
yeah, so I mean, maybe he has 4.
Okay, let's guess that he'll have 4 at most.
I think that's doable.
When we were in the courtyard, did we take on 1 of those or 2? Multiple, because I remember Tez got fucked up.
2.
Okay.
Wait,
there's
which
2 of them.
which? Well, like when we got ambushed in town,
Yeah.
there were
In,
3.
Yeah,
okay.
when you guys got ambushed in Oakland, there were 3 of them.
When we
Okay.
jumped out the window, there were 2.
That's true. Oh, I don't know about that time.
Yeah, the
back
other
when,
time we killed them, there were 2.
Back when Rix dove out of a window with Finn. You guys proceeded to get
Good
chased
times.
down a
Good
garden.
times.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
He was not happy when he did it.
No, because I could fucking. I think I could Misty Step. I could just Misty Step out the fucking window. So I got fucking crash tackled out.
That was awesome. Okay. And it doesn't sound like we're going to get too terribly much help from the keep, or are we?
No, I think he said they'll throw some of the. I mean, they haven't committed yet, but come on, they fucking tried to kill the king. It's not like these dudes are gonna fucking be cool with that.
Right. Well, I vote we get some sleep and get this show on the road.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, with that, you guys get some sleep. Some of you a little more fitfully than others, thinking about the potential of the next couple of days. All coming eventually after having a long rest. Those of you who now have no magic items, Kendall, if you wish to attune to the item, we can say you've done so.
Okay.
All right, so you are attuned to your Bracers of Fortitude, which I don't think I changed anything off of the standard 5e ones, so...
Okay.
I think it should just be... No, why is that not... Keeps defaulting to Bracers of Archery, which is not what I was giving you. Well, I can't seem to find it. What it does, essentially, you now have proficiency with Constitution saving throws, and your Constitution score goes up by 2, so the modifier goes up by 1.
Okay.
Which means your hit point maximum also goes up.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you'll get an extra 8 hit points total while attuned to those bracers. But yeah, next morning comes. You all meet out in the common room, get your breakfast drinks and breakfast in general going. What would you guys like to do? Any new insights? Any new plans?
I don't think so. Unless we're gonna. Was there some place to get potions? Was Tez looking for those?
Oh, I didn't want to be a squeaky wheel, but if we could ask around real quick. I do have a little
Yeah,
bit
I'd
of...
actually like to get some potions too.
Okay.
Okay. The only place you guys really know of that might sell potions, and that's if he even has any in stock, would be Golfer's Gathered Goods.
Oh, we know him.
You have met him a couple of times at this point. Don't think anyone's inquired about any potions or anything, so you're not quite sure his stock on them, if he has any at all.
You could always pop in and ask.
Well, do you guys want to hang out? And Tyler, you're the one that had. You and I have the little gauntlets, right?
The gauntlets.
Yeah, the little like skyline things. The little
Oh, yeah.
zip deals. Because we can get over there a shitload faster with those, right?
Yeah,
Than if
you
that
guys,
was-
Yeah, we
you,
could
you
zip
guys
on
could
over.
get there. Yeah, you guys could get there in like 3 minutes, as opposed to
Oh,
a 20-30 minute walk.
Here's 200 gold. That's all I have.
Okay.
Get me what you can. I trust you.
All right, I can do that.
All right.
Anybody else? Taylor, Garuk, you guys looking?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right. With that, you guys head out, finding the nearest spot on the wind lines themselves, hooking onto it. You guys going normal pace or breakneck?
I'm going normal this time.
Oh, there is.
I keep barfing.
Oh, there is no fucking. There's no option. It's fucking full speed.
All right. Go ahead and roll your Constitution saving throw as you book it across this thing. You make it almost the entire way, but there's a sharp turn right at the end that just
God.
jolts your stomach a little too far to the side, and you end up painting the side of one building as you eventually come off of it, not too far away from Golfer's Gathered Goods. About a minute later is when Tyler catches up to you, having already passed the stream of vomit that landed on a house.
I see you've experienced the fast.
Yep.
It's not great.
Fucking called a few dinosaurs on my way over.
The birds will probably be pretty happy about it.
Yeah, that fucking dude back there was not.
You can still hear some mild yelling out in the distance.
I wonder how common of an occurrence that is.
Oh, probably fairly.
Both of you go ahead and roll a perception check.
A lot of people carrying umbrellas, even though it's not going to rain.
Yeah, you both easily pretty clock it. There seems to be a lot of people who give generally the area immediately underneath and away from the wind lines. They give it a wide berth. You get the feeling it's probably because of that. You have passed a couple other buildings that do have some odd streaking and stains that it kind of checks out. It's probably caused by that. You haven't seen too many people flying at the speed you guys have been going necessarily, but it's probably not an uncommon occurrence.
Goddamn right. Yeah, well, let's go check out fucking Golfer's
All right.
spot.
All right, you guys head into the pawn shop of ill repute, going into the lightly dim shop. Golfer, of course, at the back there, looking up at you guys. Hey, back again already.
Yep. Rebellion's here, motherfucker.
Wait, like seriously, it's actually finally happening?
It's getting real close. We're probably like this evening away from knowing whether it happens or not.
Hell yeah! And you see him jump onto his counter. He starts doing like a weird little goblin dance.
Fuck yeah. Keep
I
that
have been
fucking
trying to do
energy
this.
up.
I have been trying to do this for so long. You guys are here like 3 days and do it. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, these voiceless are all fucking talk.
Well, it's not necessarily that. They try to do it a little subtly because we're a little more afraid of getting picked off by the Empire, but apparently you guys are just like, fuck it, all right.
Yep.
Now we mean business.
Yeah, apparently. Okay. All right, so the rebellion's almost here. What do you guys need?
Any
you got any
potions?
potions? Potions, yes.
Both of you go ahead and roll a d20. I'm going to average it, and we'll see what you guys find. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Be
He hops down from his counter. Okay, let me see. Kind of digs through one of his logbooks a little bit. Checks, does some cross-referencing. Okay. Fourth aisle, third shelf on the right. You should be able. You should find some things over there. It's a big old box full of glass vials. Go ahead and bring it over here real quick. We can sort through it.
Yeah, go grab it.
All right. You do. It does. It's you have to hold it a little delicately. There's more than a few vials in this thing, and they're not exactly sorted very well. But he starts kind of combing through. Eventually, you see him pull out one vial of a familiar red liquid, another one, and then one slightly bigger with a deeper red color. He goes, okay, so I have two normals, and then I thought it was a grater, but I'm pretty sure it does something different than a grater. He kind of swirls it around a little bit, and you see the color is definitely off from the normal healing potions. He's like, it's probably similar, but I don't know what it does.
Yeah.
So, I'll say, I mean, obviously you guys you're helping with everything. Call it 200 for the lot.
Sold. There you go.
All right.
I give him the bag of money Tez just gave me.
Yep. All of Tez's money goes, and you have two normal potions of healing, and go ahead and put greater potion of healing, whoever's marking this down, greater potion healing with an asterisk. And whenever whoever gets it and uses it, tell me before you do.
I'm giving all them shits to Tez. It's his money. Unless, Tyler, you want one? You want the big one?
Yeah, I want one.
You want the big weird one?
Yeah, I want the big weird one. I'll give him the money for it.
Okay. Point of order, you will owe Tez 100 gold, because it was split up 50-50 and then 100 for each of them.
Technically, you owe Tez what you're comfortable with paying Tez.
That's fair. That is fair. I was saying this as above board, just, if it mattered. That was how the coin breakdown was for it. Golfer just kind of looks over. He's like, well, some of these, and he's like pulling out different vials and just kind of setting to the side. Some of these are really not going to be helpful for you guys, but I might have a few that might be.
You have any that like blow up or make the floor slippery?
Blow up, probably not, because he just kind of points at the box, and you have common sense. You realize that would be a horrible idea to put something that blows up in a box like this with that much stuff. Makes the floor slippery, though. That, he goes and he pulls out, yeah, that'll do it, and puts a vial of immense grease in front of you. And just as a point of order, this one is one of the few things he has identified already. It has the same effects as the grease spell when poured onto the ground, but twice the radius, twice the area of effect.
Ooh.
Sweet.
He looks at it and he goes, yeah, I guess it was one of those like weird experimentation things that one of the like foot wizards that was coming through town tried to do. They got a bunch of like the old cooking grease and stuff from the butcher's block and use it to make this. Apparently it's super potent. Might help, I don't know. I have another one. This one's gonna be a little bit pricier because I had to buy this off of a merchant when he was in town, but this might be helpful, and puts in front of you a potion of general resistance. And this one has a price tag on it. It is 500 gold, but for a minute, it gives you resistance to all damage that is not psychic, necrotic, or radiant.
How much is that one?
500 gold. I had to shell out quite a bit for that one. Figured it would probably come up at some point with the Grey Legion. I mean, you never know what you have to fight out here in the mountains, but yeah, it's these ones aren't common.
Sure, you can't do us any better on that one.
Go ahead and roll persuasion check. I'll say with advantage, because you guys technically are doing part of his job up here by kicking off the rebellion. 19.
There we go.
Lowest I could go is 375. That's with me barely taking anything for it.
I don't know. What do you think, Tyler? Think we should pick this one up?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
And I'll take the 500 one too.
Oh, that is the 500 one.
Yeah.
Which he knocked it down to 375. The potion of immense grease.
Okay, gotcha.
The potion of immense grease, the double the radius one, that one is 150.
Sweet.
All right, cool.
How much cash do you have, Tyler?
I got like 1,500 gold.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I
Golfer
can
says
pick
the
it
same
all
thing.
up.
Holy shit!
All right, cool.
I don't ever spend my money. I just save it.
That's
Yeah,
true. I did.
well, I mean,
I did
that's how wealth
overpay for
builds.
this belt. I did pay for this sweet belt.
So the two potions together are 875, or
No,
Uh,
the 4 1/4.
Yes, 150 and 375. Oh wait, no, 5 1/4.
Oh yeah.
okay.
All right, but yeah, with that, he kind of keeps sorting through the box a little bit, puts a few more away. Most of these are kind of crap, or I don't know what they are. And if this is kicking off as soon as you think it is, probably won't have time to figure out what they are. So, I mean, I can sell you, a couple of variety stuff that I have no idea what they do, but that's all I got pretty much that I know.
No, I think we're good. I mean, I said fucking big dude wanted some healing potions, so
Yeah, I
the rest
imagine
of the shit's
someone
just
that big
gravy.
probably needs them.
I'll
Yeah,
probably give him this resistance potion too.
yeah. Well, he's probably already got. I mean, when he fucking flies off the handle like that, goes into his little rage.
True.
Oh, there we go. Well, let's go back to the fucking zip lines. Head
Yeah,
back.
let's get.
All right.
I'm going at normal pace this time.
Nope.
Ooh.
Finn, you hop back
Damn.
on and immediately take off. And almost as soon as you do, you come the opposite way on that same turn that got you the last time. Paint that house again.
Whoops.
You just hear off in the distance, I need to fucking move.
Oh.
But yeah, you guys make it back to the Inn of the Broken Skies with your little treasure trove of glass vials.
I give Tez 100 gold.
Oh, hi. How did it go? 100 gold. Okay. Did we get anything? Good.
Yeah, you got 2 like regular healing potions. We got this vial of like super grease to slick up the floor.
Oh.
And we got this like potion that like makes you resist all kinds of like magic damage.
Wonderful.
And some other fucking janky healing potion that Tyler's got.
Okay. Corey, are these 2d4 plus 2?
Yes, yeah, these are standard 2d4 plus 2d4 plus 2, I think is what it is.
Right on.
Yeah, normal potions of healing.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you very much. This will help tremendously.
And then
And do you need this resistance potion, or can you handle that with your anger?
Oh, I think it would be best if one of you held on to that just in case. Whenever I get very, very angry, it kind of just happens.
Okay.
Also, I've seen you shrug off some shit, so.
It's true. And if that does happen and you do need to take it, I'll come to your rescue as quickly as I can.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay. Now what?
Just making sure, point of order. Joe, I did give you the item description of what the bowstring of blasting does, right?
I think so.
If not, I'll put it in the identified items chat.
Might as well put it there just in case, because I don't see it on my sheet, so.
Well, then I think it's off back to the Thunderkeep, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
I'm feeling good about this.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go alright. Might knock on some wood.
Nothing scares me. I'm a lion.
And I'm pretty sure we're all like not even here experiencing this. It's like a fever dream. Like I was in a car accident. None of this shit's real.
Oh, Finn, what's a car?
Definitely could be.
What?
What's a car?
What are you talking about? I don't know. Is this like a riddle?
No, you said a car accident.
Who did?
You did.
Oh, okay, Tez. I sure did. Car.
Go to the Thunderkeep.
That dude's nuts.
All right. You guys head to the Thunderkeep. The guards immediately just kind of wave you in, opening the door for you guys, recognizing who you are at this point. Although giving a weird look over to Garuk, having never seen her before, and just her general vibe isn't super great or lawful. But you eventually make your way back up to the office of the legate here, Dorthak Stonehand, and looks you all over and then sees the elf hiding in the background. I'm guessing that's your friend that you mentioned?
Yeah, dude, she just lurks. It's fine.
Fair enough.
It's
I'll
not
try to ignore
intentional.
that odd sense of unease I have in the room.
You get used to it.
Do you, though?
Mostly?
It's okay. I think she's a little creepy too.
Oh, I think
That's what makes her
we're
interesting.
all in agreement on that.
Oh, are we talking right in front of her?
Yeah, she's here, remember? Right there.
Garuk. Okay.
But yeah, Dorthak just kind of looks at you guys. So, good news. I guess Grog actually just woke up like 20 minutes ago, according to one of the servants who ran by. So, probably the best time we're going to meet with him is right now. He's eating breakfast, and he's in a better mood than he was before he got sick. So, you ready?
Good.
Let's go spoil
Yeah.
that good mood.
All right. Yep. Let's go ruin that. Oh, he's going to love
Or maybe
this.
he's not. Maybe he's gonna love it. He's gonna be super jacked. He'll be like, this is what I was made for. Fuck the empire. Throw off that yoke.
We'll see. He leads you guys back over to the main chamber, peeking in real quick, and then kind of coming back with a puzzled look. Why is he not in there? Looks over at one of the guards. Where'd the big guy go? The guard immediately stands at attention. Sir, the High Thunder is in the throne room currently. Oh, all right. Well, I guess he's beating us to the punch.
Did you guys have to fill him in on the whole like he's supposed to be sick plan?
Well, I mean, you saw him. He's kind of a special case. So, Dorthak leads you guys out into the throne room, where more than likely this is where the meeting initially between Ingrid and Grog took place. I haven't placed your guys' tokens, but this is a just visual of the room itself.
Okay.
Grog sitting up on his chair, just kind of munching on some breakfast. Looks like it's very simple, just plate of fruits, cheese,
Grog?
bread. Yep, that is Grog.
Okay.
The High Thunderer of Yord himself. As you guys enter with Dorthak immediately takes a bow. High Thunderer, it is good to see you well and in your place again. Grog just kind of stands up. Dorthak, don't stand on ceremony. I know you've been watching over things while I've been sick, but I think we need to settle some business. And he looks over at you guys. I'm guessing you're the eclectic group of mercenaries that healed me, according to what one of the guards told me.
Yes. I mean,
That would be
ish.
us.
Like that dude that made the zip lines helped, but he's not around, so.
Yeah, I have been told of Vareth's part in this, and I'm happy, and he'll get a reward, probably some extra permits granted that he's been wanting, but I thank you for making sure that I'm still here to embody and lift up the city of Yord itself, but I think unfortunately we have some business that we need to settle as far as what exactly caused my descent into disrepute in health.
Yeah, the Empire. They poisoned you.
You have proof of this?
Yeah, like we talked to the person that did it. She's one of the Blades.
The Blades. I'm not familiar with that term. Is that faction of the Imperial military?
Yeah, they're like the the Torch, the dude that's been running around in the north, like setting the rebels on fire.
Oh, the High Inquisitor.
Yeah, that douchebag. He's one of them. There's this goblin that invents shit. They call the Tinkerer. She's one of them. This werewolf chick was one of them, but now she's pissed at them because they murdered her brother. So
Werewolf chick. And this is the one that cursed me?
Yep. She's given some space in case, like, tempers were inflamed about that whole deal.
Well,
but
they
it wasn't
are. Obviously, nothing personal, but probably best that she does keep her distance for a little bit. I might be inclined to crush her head.
Well, she's just following orders from, like, the boss Empire dude, so that's who we're going to point our anger at.
Right. So, I've been given some bits and pieces, but what exactly are you wanting to do about this? I have my own opinion on the matter, but I'm curious what you are wanting to proceed with.
Well, we informally represent the voiceless.
His eyebrows kind of raise at that.
I don't know, it's like your dad. Can we consider that, like, formal? Or are we still, like...
Your father is the leader of the terrorist group of the Voiceless.
No, not my father. My father's dead.
Well, no, he's looking at the twins when he says this.
Oh, well, I still said that. No.
We don't know his dad.
Fair enough.
Like-
So, you're here on behalf of a known outlaw group that's fighting an incursion against the very empire.
We say freedom. I mean, it's not like the Empire's been real good to people like you guys. I mean,
Well,
just saying.
I don't
Plus the whole,
necessarily
like, they
disagree
tried
with
to
that.
murder you thing.
Before I give any opinion on this, I just want you to make sure you understand my position on this. I've lived a long life here in this city, trying to defend it and keep it from falling into too far into the Empire's clutches, but making sure that we don't tread the line of treason, like the North tends to. I don't disagree with anything you've said. The Empire could certainly treat those of us who don't exactly fit the mold, as it were, with a little more respect and just general care towards its citizenry, but at the same time, inviting the open ire of those forces is not the greatest decision for living long.
Well, dude, they made this like super gun too that can blow up like a whole island, which will probably blow your whole city up. So, like, push comes to shove, they could just take you off the fucking board anytime they want. So, like, these dudes do not have your best interest in mind.
Okay. I'm going to say...
they tried to poison you, so there's that. Like, they did try to murder you actively.
All right. So, Finn, out of character, you've made some very good arguments and you've laid a lot of cards at the table. More than I was initially, more than probably would have been the best idea to lay, but you've laid them. So, I'm going to say, go ahead and give me persuasion roll with advantage at this point.
All right.
$20. He just kind of looks you over a little bit. You're a bit of a fast talker, aren't you?
I mean, gotta talk fast sometimes.
You're not wrong.
Nope.
I've gotten where I am in life by not talking fast and by sitting and thinking about my actions and contemplating the outcomes, choosing usually the safest, not necessarily for myself, but safest for my people. The threats that you are telling me of, some of them are new to me.
Like the big gun thing?
The weapon capable of annihilating a city in one attack is certainly news to me.
I mean, it didn't blow up like the whole island, just like a good piece of it. I'm not saying it would definitely blow up the whole city, but it would certainly take a chunk out. Right, guys?
Still considering. That's still very concerning.
Oh, for sure. We watched it happen. It was terrifying.
Which, it begs a little caution in dealing with an enemy who has a weapon such as that. But, at the same time, they've made a direct attack on me. And as a result, on my people, by extension. I stand for my people, if nothing else. And I don't intend to let that go unanswered, or to be cowed by them holding a gun to the back of us and hope. So,
I'm just like,
there's been whispers. You plan to attack this envoy?
Yep, we're gonna take his flying ship, and you know what we're gonna do with that flying ship? We're gonna blow up that big fucking gun. I just thought of that. It's the best fucking idea I've ever had.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That is an interesting idea. That seems more like a long-term goal. I need to know what you need of me. And he looks over at Dorthak, who... Dorthak's been quiet this entire time, just wanting to see how this plays out, because you've kind of gotten this sense from Dorthak that while he might agree with you on like a fundamental level, he's still torn between the duty of listening to Grog and listening to, the Empire. He's a legate. It's the highest rank that someone of his race has ever... He's actually the first... You know a little bit of your history, Finn. The Great Legion is the only non-human legion in the Imperial Guard. And for a Goliath, a non-human, to become a legate is almost unheard of. So he takes pride in that, in serving an empire that's let him to rise so far. But Grog is his main go-to for all of this. So when Grog looks over to him after saying all of this, Dorthak enthusiastically nods and has a smile on his face. Grog just kind of, the staff that he's kind of leaning on a little bit, slams it into the ground. I might not be whole and hearty just yet, but they're not pushing Yord around any longer.
Damn right.
Oh, I'm excited.
Fuck yeah.
Where is this ambush taking place?
Well,
my men and I will try to assist you in any way.
Have you ever been visited by Forden and Imperial representatives before?
Some envoys have come, but it's been quite a while since the last one. The last official envoy that came was back in the day of the Crusades, almost 80 years ago.
All right. Well, this dude's got a flying boat, so he's probably going to come with Stonehands are 20 people, right?
Yeah, Dorthak kind of nods. That's what's typically allowed for them. Grog just kind of nods. He unfortunately has the same kind of clearance as an Imperial Governor would, so he is allowed an honor guard of at least 20. Whether he chooses to follow that, if he suspects any deception or anything abnormal on our end, that remains to be seen.
Well, I mean, we just do it here. Like, he just comes in to meet you. Or we pretend you're dead. Then he meets Stonehand on the throne.
That's a good idea.
And then the dude walks in the room, we shut the doors behind him, we fuck him up.
Yeah!
Grog and Dorthak kind of look at each other. We could try to sell that, but we're not... Don't get us wrong, it's a good idea. Neither of us are good at lying.
No, you guys wouldn't have to talk. Like, we're going to have the agent that poisoned you send the message that it's done and it's time for him to land and take things over.
That could work. We could hide our Dorthak just kind of nods. Keep you
Because you
hidden,
can have,
waiting in
like,
the wings.
You can have guards in here, like, normally, right? Like, how many, like, these dudes staying around, like, is this the normal, like...
This is the normal allotment for guards in the room, even when Imperial envoys are present.
All right, and so how many is that? I can't, like...
It is 6 total.
Okay, so 6 plus Stonehand.
Plus Dorthak kind of looks around the room. The upper gallery, right above the door, we could place a couple more and try to keep them hidden a little bit. Something tells me he's probably going to pick up if there's too many, though. I mean, many men. My men aren't exactly... He looks over at Garuk as he says this. My men aren't exactly skulkers or anything, so keeping that many men hidden for any amount of time is begging disaster the more men we add. So try to keep the number a little limited, but enough that, we can help.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's fine. Normal guards, like, yeah, they come in and then pounce, right?
Yeah. Dorthak's just like, I mean, that could work. We still don't know the full capabilities of the other guy, but...
I mean, he's probably pretty tough and with some pretty weird magic.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
I mean, we'll focus on him. Like I said, your guard just handle like his honor guard.
The woman that you mentioned, the wolf, is she planning on assisting?
She will. Yeah, she does not like this dude at all.
That was definitely the sense that you were giving us. Dorthak kind of looks over at Grog. Are you willing to... Grog just waves his hand. I am willing to pardon her for anything. There will be no ill will, so long as she admits to wanting to help us and not having any kind of personal grudge against me particular.
Oh yeah, no, it was nothing on you personally. She was just doing her job.
I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse, but all right.
See, we all got bosses, man. I'm sure you've done some shit for the Empire that you're not fucking super proud of.
Well, I did have to send a couple thousand locals up into the mountains that never came back, so yeah.
Yeah, see?
Well.
When you know better, you do better.
Not wrong. All right, well, I guess this is the chosen battlefield then. How long would it take for you to get in contact with the wolf and to schedule the meeting?
Probably not very long, right?
The sense you got was that she did give you kind of a way to get a hold of her. She's mentioned that she was going to be keeping an eye on everything, so if you kind of signal to her, you can get in touch with her. She didn't give you any specifics on how long it would take to arrange a meeting. Arrange the specifics of a meeting anyway. She was planning on relaying that one needed to happen soon, just not exactly like date and time yet.
Well, should we send her a message?
Yes.
All right, then. If you want to... Grog's at this point speaking again. If you want to get in contact with her, you'll have free run of the palace in this throne room to prepare anything you wish to. We'll be keeping the guards relatively on alert. We can't do anything too much or too extravagant unless we, give away our intent with this. But we'll make sure that there's a full roster and full patrol going on at the time of the meeting. So,
Yep, that works.
should push come to shove, there will be forces on the outside walls and within the town itself to assist with anything that needs be doing.
Yeah, they might have more on that boat that might send down, so that's going to be handy.
Guess we'll see what happens. Yes, go ahead and make any preparations you need to. Once you have more information, let us know and we'll finalize this ambush of ours.
Hell yeah.
All right. And with that, you guys are dismissed from the throne room of High Thunderer Grog Skyfist and making your way outside of the keep. Where would you like to go, or what would you like to do?
Where did we meet with her last time? Were we at an inn
Last
somewhere, or did she-
Last
was it
time
like
you met
a-
her was an alleyway behind Fowler's Well. From what I remember, the information that she gave you for getting in contact was just when you need to get in contact with her, make some kind of sign and she'll send you another, essentially a stone with the info for meeting. So any kind of visual sign that you can do outside of the castle would probably be good enough at this point.
She saw me with Elvis, right?
She has seen Elvis, yes.
Okay. I'll just send him up. Like, go up, fly in some circles, and then fly back down to me.
Okay. He does so after a couple minutes. You guys are just kind of meandering around town a little bit, and about 5 minutes after that, you see a rock just come tumbling from off in the distance, landing in front of you a ways.
Oh,
Follow that rock.
that's what we were supposed to do.
You follow the rock, or you grab the rock, and you see it's written same spot is where it says. So you guys head behind Fowler's Well and find Ingrid Darby waiting there, leaned up against the wall. So, we killing him or what?
Yep. The fucking whole Skyfist crew is in. Obviously, he didn't die, or I guess fortunately he didn't die. Or I mean, he did die. So you should tell your bosses that.
Yeah, I suppose I should tell him that.
Also, if you want to help, he's pardoning you.
Yeah, he said pardon you if you're like, if it's like was legit just a job and you're not like still trying not to get him.
Oh yeah, no, I don't actually care about killing him or whatever.
That's
No-
awesome.
It 100% was just I was told to do this, so. All right, yeah, I'll get in touch with Forden. I'll go ahead and say, what about noon tomorrow? That sound good to everyone?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
In that case, yeah, I'll get that information, and since I'm acting kind of as the herald, she puts up in quotes, and she has a very disgusted look on her face as she says it. Since I'm acting as herald for Forden, I'll go ahead and be down there well before he is. Just so you guys are aware, he doesn't like land the ship or anything. I mean, the ship's pretty massive; it wouldn't fit. There's actually a device on board that opens up an arcane gate wherever he designates it within 500 feet. So more than likely, he's just going to open a gate in the center of town, and him and the honor guard of his crew are going to march out of there and up to the keep.
Sweet. Take him into the throne room.
Into the throne room. All right. I will
Wait.
get that. Yeah.
Who's Harold? I don't know
I-
Harold.
I'm acting as a herald for him. Not the name Herald.
Oh,
The escort.
Yeah.
I
Like
thought this was somebody
person who
new
goes
that I hadn't
before-
met.
she looks at the rest of you guys. Is he really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Is he worth it?
100%.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Oh, no, you
100%.
haven't seen him.
Yes.
1,000%. Yeah. He is a fucking force of nature, literally.
What are we talking about? Yes,
How
I am.
badass you are.
Oh, yes. Okay, we can talk about this Harold later.
Yeah. No, tell Forden that the King Skyfist died, and the legate has assumed the throne temporarily.
I have a thought on that.
Yes.
I don't know if this is possibly something. If we tell him that he died, is he going to bring more people down, or is he going to bring a minimum of or just like the minimum that he thinks is available, or just like is he going to bring 20, or oh well he's dead. Let me bring every single person I've got on my ship down just to make sure these fucks me understand I don't mean that I mean business. I don't know. Is he that kind of person, or is
He
he
is
going to be like?
100% that. He is 100% that kind of person.
So if we tell
and
him
I-
that he's dead,
That's a good point.
he's going to bring everything, including the kitchen sink.
If he thinks he's walking into a weakened throne, he will be coming in to take the throne.
Then
no.
that's not the best idea to tell him that he's dead. I'm glad I thought of that.
That is a good idea. Yeah. He's not the kind of he came out here with the intent of destabilizing Yord and placing it firmly under Imperial control by any means necessary. If he thinks that he's walking into a throne room that's only being held by a legate, he'll walk in there like he owns the place, 100%. Nothing will. He'll empty the racks of the Misty Step if it means
Skyfist isn't dead. How's he gonna take that? He's not gonna come heavy to try to finish him off.
he's probably going to come a little heavy, but he's limited in that. I'd be concerned if we're ambushing him inside the throne room. I think it'll be more up to the guards of the keep to deal with whoever comes through that portal after he's come through.
Yeah.
Then it'll be for us to deal with. I'm still more concerned about us taking him. Don't get me wrong, I'm fairly strong as it is. To become a blade, we all have to be. But Forden is second in command for a reason.
Yeah, like 6 of us.
I know, and I'm still concerned. I think we could probably do it. We just have to make sure that we catch him a little unaware and watch for some of the horrible things that he can do. He isn't above trying to turn people against one another. He isn't above massacring whoever he needs to. Just be prepared. He's a fairly strong foe.
Do you know specifically what he can do?
Well, I know that he has some kind of weird tie to that same being that's tied to you, Finn. I know that although something tells me you're probably on better terms with that being than he is, Forden isn't too happy that there's others out there, and he's kind of taking a I'm going to be the only person approach to it. So, from what I've heard, the crew whispers every once in a while, but they don't necessarily talk to me all the time. He's made a few bargains with other entities from beyond this plane, so his potential's pretty high. He's got some. I know he's going to have some tricks up his sleeve. But even before then, he was a strong martial combatant. So, just careful if you're getting into melee with him. Even if you're fighting at a distance, make sure to try and keep cover.
Okay.
Noted.
But I mean, when all's said and done, hopefully we come out of this short one captain.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll get in contact with Forden. We'll get it set for tomorrow at noon. I'll be down there probably mid-morning to make sure everything's set. So I'll meet you guys at the keep, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. You're going to tell him
we'll be there.
You're going to tell him that he's not dead, right?
Yeah, I'm going to tell him Grog is living still and wishes to meet.
Okay, then we should definitely make sure to relay that to them so they understand where we're at for this as well. So they don't walk in and say, "Oh, well, no, he's dead." Wait, what? We don't want any confusion, just to get everything straightened out for everybody.
Yeah, that would be the idea. So get everything sorted on your side. I'll tell him Grog's wanting to meet tomorrow at noon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Well, you won't see us until the ambush. We'll be hiding.
I will keep that in mind. And with that, she turns around and leaves.
Why?
All that's left
So-
is just let them know what's going on our end, and then it's just a waiting game.
All
Can
right.
we wait for tomorrow?
All right. Yeah. You guys head back to the keep. You find Grog and Dorthak in the same throne room still. Guards still posted. You do notice a little more activity in some of the other patrol guards. Looks like they're just kind of getting things ready in general. Go ahead, anyone who wants to, other than Tez, because Tez hasn't been around this enough. Go ahead and just roll an insight check. Actually, no. I'll say go. Tez can go ahead and roll one.
Okie doke.
He would have a general knowledge of soldiery. So
Not really.
yeah, apparently not. Never mind.
No, just about the same as I do.
Yeah. Finn, Tyler, and Garuk. The sense you're kind of getting from all the troops is they're trying to keep it low key, that they're getting ready for some kind of attack or ambush. The kind of vibe you're getting is more. They're trying to make it seem more like they're getting ready for like a state inspection, more than they're getting ready to attack an unknown force coming into their home. So you get the sense it might pass muster if someone comes to see like, hey, are you guys about to kill us while we're right in here with you?
They'll look nervous because it's an inspection, not nervous because we're about to fucking
They
ambush.
do, yeah. You do sense that they do look a little nervous, but they're trying to keep that on the down low.
Dude, we fought the Imperial soldiers before. You guys are way tougher. You got this.
Don't be scared. I'm not.
They all, whoever hears you as you're saying this, they just kind of like nod and keep going about their work. But you come back to the throne room. Grog and Dorthak are still in there. They just kind of look. Did you get in contact with your friend?
Yep.
We did.
And what is the plan then?
Taylor, let them know the plan. It's your plan.
It wasn't really my plan, but it was the smarter option, I think. We were going to let him know that you were alive and you wanted to talk. Because I thought maybe if he came down here thinking you were dead, he was going to bring, every single one of his friends with him just to try and take the place over. So I figure it might be the safer option to play it that you want to talk and you won't bring as many, hopefully, is the plan.
That might be the smart play then. If this person is as clever as you've led us to believe, that does seem like something that could be thought of. So in that case, we'll plan for a still good force on their end, but we'll make sure we're prepared here for ours.
Well, and like the balance of those dudes are going to probably come down when shit pops off. So, like your guards outside of the castle probably need to be ready.
He also mentioned that they have a way to open a portal on their ship to open a gateway down here and let people come in that way. So
Dorthak checks out. That does make sense. We have seen them almost emerge. It just seems like they're emerging from nothing when they've shown up. They haven't sent down any kind of like smaller craft or rope ladder or anything like that. So that does make sense.
So it might not be a bad idea to have a team ambush outside, but like hidden completely somewhere that they're not going to put two and two together.
Dorthak kind of
Yeah.
nods. I can get a team put outside the walls just to keep an eye on things and try to ambush, delay what they can.
Yeah.
Well, they'll probably come through at the same place he lands. So, like, you'll see where he lands.
Right.
And then that's where they'll come through. So they'll know where to go.
All right. I'll get that team. I'll get word sent for that team to get ready as well. Dorthak at that point kind of leaves to go get things ready. Well, how do you feel about this?
I'm fucking excited.
Are you normally this excited when starting a war?
I mean, starting
I don't
a
know. I've
war.
never done it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the first time for everything.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Slightly excited, but nervous.
This will be my second time truly going to war, and I gotta admit, I'm just as nervous as you are. And was just as nervous the first time, too. It's hard to predict how this will shake out in the end, and if my people will be alright at the end of it all.
It'll be fine. We're here, and we have a new friend coming to help as well. His name is Harold. But we don't know.
Harold.
No.
We
Is
don't
is
know-
he?
No.
We don't have a-
Is this Harold a powerful spellcaster?
No, it's a
no.
He's
misunderstanding.
misunderstanding what a herald is, and he's thinking it's a person.
Oh,
He's got a
Understood.
big
It's
giant
a role,
hammer.
not a name.
He
That's where the confusion is.
As he kind of walks over to you, and it's kind of odd. You're not used to being the smallest person in the room, but this dude makes you feel small. Standing a couple feet taller than you, he just kind of pats your head a little bit. There.
oh, okay.
He pet the cat.
I'm not purring.
No,
I didn't say you were.
All he needs to do now is boop him on the nose. I'm sorry, that was totally out of character. That was just being stupid.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh,
All right, well,
Grog, at this point, he's kind of looking at you. Are any of you religious at all?
not me. I don't
yeah,
believe in
Not-
fairy tales.
Not really.
I mean,
Fair.
I know what's out there, but like, this
If-
is super religious.
If it's not too much of an imposition, would you mind accompanying me for something? Just a little ceremony I'd like to conduct. For
Yeah.
good luck, you know.
Sure.
Yep. And after that, I'm getting rickety wrecked, son.
He steps down from his dais, and a couple of the guards kind of accompany you guys. He leads you guys out of the castle proper and actually down to Skylight Square, the middle of town. And the rumors, of course, have been circulated a little bit, but it's been kind of on the hush-hush, like, you know, that Skyfist had gotten sick. People were wanting to spread that, and more importantly, people weren't wanting to believe it. He's kind of a huge figure here in town, so seeing Skyfist, even a little weakly, as he's still relatively recovering from this, he, you know, stands tall, walking through the square with his staff, guards in tow, along with you guys. The energy in the town kind of picks up a little bit, and visibly, just from what you're seeing, people are kind of murmuring, like, happily, smiling a little bit. He heads to the middle of town, where you guys have passed by this huge, like, gold, like, brass and gold statue of a Goliath warrior that's here. You don't really understand, like, the significance of it or anything like that, but he just kind of walks up to it, puts himself onto his knees in kind of a meditative position, and almost makes like a prayer, like the stance for making a prayer, but doesn't say anything out loud before standing back up, looking directly at the statue again. May you honor us in battle, Peak Killer. And just kind of looks at you guys. Thank you. I know you probably don't understand our ways, and nor do I expect you to ever understand our ways, but to my people, battle can be a great source of honor, and there's no more righteous a cause than defending your own home, defending those who live here, and defending it in the name of, well, honor. It's what the statue kind of represents. A Goliath chieftain who settled Yord and fought the Empire and made sure to stand up for not just his own glory, but his people. Felt fitting, you know?
I can respect that.
Stands
Just
back up.
nod.
Stands to his full height, just nods at you guys. Well, suppose I'll see you in the morning.
Yep.
Hooray!
And with that, he and his guards walk back over to the keep, leaving you guys in the square to ponder. What would you guys like to do?
Are we gonna get really fucking wasted before we go into battle tomorrow?
I'm kind of leaning that direction.
I don't know about really wasted, but
I'm going to drink goat's milk, so I'm prepared to kill. And I recommend that you all do the same.
I'm gonna pass on that goat's milk.
Oh,
I might have some.
okay.
Sounds pretty good.
It is good. And if you really like it, we can get our own goat and we can put him on our new skyship and we can have all the goat's milk.
Do we keep goats on the skyship?
We probably.
He's got those little those little halflings in clean up any fucking mess the goat makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Let's go get some food and have some drinks. If we start early, we can get some sleep.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. You guys make it back to the Inn of the Broken Skies right at the end of the lunch rush. So there's plenty of tables, plenty of room to carouse and cavort as you see fit. If there's anything specific you guys would like to do, go ahead and say so. Otherwise, it'll be under the assumption you guys have a good night to your, or a good half day into the night that you wish before going to bed.
Yep. Like, you guys don't think we should use one of those wishes, do you?
What did you say?
Y'all don't think we should use one of those wishes, do you?
Oh, I do. Let's do something fun with it. What's the wish for all the goat milk? All of it.
didn't
Remember?
we already have this conversation?
I think we already had this conversation. We're going to go a little higher
Yeah.
stakes than that.
Well,
Yeah,
we were gonna
that
turn
could
the
drown
ocean.
everybody.
yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Well, like, all the baby goats would starve.
And all the fish
'Cause-
would die.
Possibly.
Yeah.
It could be it's very risky for something that random.
And real gross.
Ew.
Can you imagine how bad that would smell like 30 minutes after it happened? As all of that goat's milk started to spoil.
That would be yucky.
Mm-hmm.
I've had spoiled goat's milk and it is not good.
Ugh. I said we just, like I said, wish the dude that killed your mom was dead, and then poof, done. We could wish that Fordham dude like fell out of the fucking ship all the way to the ground. I don't know, just saying.
I'm kind of scared to use it. So I'm just kind of keeping it
It's okay. I'm not
on
scared
the
of
down
anything.
low.
I can do it.
Yeah, like I said, just checking in.
It's a lot to think about, you know.
Either way, if I need to, I am prepared to use that ring at any time. So, but I don't plan on using it for anything other than maybe an emergency at this point.
There you go. Like you would turn Kisa into a gigantic super wolf.
I mean, there's a thought, but
Or you can make Kisa talk.
I could.
Ooh, we could do that.
I
You
think
think-
we already talked about this. And Taylor said he can already talk to her.
I mean, yeah, I can, but this way, she could talk to everybody.
That would be great. I don't know
would.
if Kisa likes me very much. Kisa, is she here?
Yeah, she's right here.
Yeah,
like it.
Kisa's sitting right next to Taylor, and like you say her name, and she just kind of. If a wolf can glare, she does.
See, she thinks I stink.
Kisa, do you like Tez?
She snorts.
I think there's your answer for now. I
I
think
mean, she
you just have to
can
earn
be a little
her
grumpy,
trust.
so
She'll be my friend one day.
She growls at you, Tyler, as
Yeah.
you say that.
Oh,
Like give
Kisa's
Kisa
grumpy.
scritches behind the ears.
Immediate happy panting at that point.
Well, I accidentally blew her up that once with thunder, so she probably doesn't like me either.
Also growls at you.
Is
like I
is
said,
Kisa,
give her time.
is Kisa a dire wolf or just a regular wolf?
She is I'm pretty sure she's a dire wolf, right?
I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I'm up for
I
dire wolf.
mean, she's big, right?
And she's a bigger wolf, not like like a ton bigger, but she's definitely bigger than most wolves.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, speaking of which, when we went to level 8, I never gave her any extra health, so...
Yeah, might be a good idea to do that.
Yeah, as soon as I remember how. What's the hit point roll for D8, I think?
Yes.
Probably.
So, plus the con, I believe, so that's just 4 health.
Sometimes 4 is all you need.
Yeah. Okay, she's good now.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss or do before heading to bed for the night?
I don't think so.
Nope.
All right. You all head to bed in various states of inebriation. Some of you preparing mentally for what you know is going to be a challenge ahead of you. Some of you just happy to be doing something again. The next morning breaks. You all meet down in the common room once more. You notice there's kind of a vibe in the air of the common room. Significantly less people in here already. At a time when it's usually fairly busy. And you're not entirely sure. You just kind of look around and it's like, huh, this is probably the emptiest you've seen this.
At the inn at the common room.
Yeah.
Oh, where is everyone?
The the maid who brings you your guys' breakfast just kind of says, "I'm not entirely sure. There's just seems like not as many people in Yord right now. At least not as many staying at the inn."
Okay.
I can sense the impending violence.
But you guys have your breakfast, and unless you guys have anything you want to accomplish beforehand, you guys make your way to town into town into the keep.
Oh yes. I'm getting ready. I am feeling pumped.
Yep. Armor of Shadows is on.
Okay. You activate that. You head in the guards. At this point, as you're kind of seeing it, there is a full platoon of guards. The standard array, like you get the sense that not everyone is always on duty, but they're very much positioned like they would be if like a state event was happening. So it doesn't give you the sense of like there's more here than there needs to be, but it's definitely we're doing a show of force as is expected of our station. So you make your way into the throne room itself. Up on the same dais as normal, Grog and Legate Dorthak are talking, along with a third figure that you do recognize. Ingrid, the wolf, is already here, and she's currently talking with Grog and Dorthak as you approach. Grog says, "All right. Looks like you all are ready for battle.
I am. I feel good.
Yeah, feeling pretty good.
Ready as it gets.
We've been talking with your associate here, the Wolf, about the plan of action, and from what it sounds like after she spoke with Forden, he will be coming down with the full complement of 20 honor guard. As expected of a court function, he's allowed to take half in here with him as a show of standing for our deliberations. Ingrid has opted to stay here in the throne room as well, hidden, of course, but prepared to act in whatever way she needs to in order to assist.
Sweet. You mentioned like a balcony.
Yes, we have a few, and he points back over, and you guys see back right above the entrance and kind of surrounding both sides. It's kind of like a viewing gallery where, in a normal state event, there might be some courtiers and other nobles placed up there to watch the events unfold. Right now, there are 6 additional guards placed up there, all armed with arbalest spears on the back. So we have a couple more that'll be in more advantageous and hidden positions prepared to act, as he is bringing 10 guards in here with him, but we're hoping that should be enough to not give away our hand, but allow things to proceed favorably on our end.
Sweet. So I assume we should probably stay out of sight, right?
Probably for the best.
Because
Ingrid has mentioned that
knows us.
Yeah, Ingrid has mentioned that intelligence regarding your team here has already made its way to him. He is aware of your presence in the city, although not necessarily your direct involvement with me. So keeping you hidden and out of the way would be the best. A good spot for it, and he kind of shows you over to the side of the throne room. On each side of the dais, there's these kind of undercroft areas that you can kind of get to with some stairs on each side. Kind of keeps you underneath. It leads almost like a servant's entrance or like a secret path deeper into the castle, but it's out of sight enough that you wouldn't be able to be directly seen by Forden and his men until you moved out of there.
Cool. Well, Tez definitely down here then.
You tell me where to go. That sounds great, though.
Well, because you need to be up close. I would prefer the balcony.
Same.
How about you, Tyler?
Well, I mean,
You squaring off?
prefer it, but then, I don't want Tez to be all alone down here.
Well,
That's
Greg
fine.
will be down here moving around. Plus, I'm assuming Stonehand and Skyfist will be in the mix too, right?
Yeah, Stonehand and Grog both just kind of look. I'll be up here on the dais, as is expected of my station, as legate and my chief advisor. Dorothak will be at my right hand. Ingrid is planning on hiding right behind the throne. Otherwise, I would have offered the position to one of you. But seeing as how she'll be a direct aggressor in this, we wanted to get her into the fight as quick as possible.
Yep.
And you see Ingrid kind of like, it's not really a sneer, it's almost like a deep throaty growl similar to what Kisa does, where she's like, I am really looking forward to this.
That's the spirit.
That's right, Catman.
Okay, I'm a Catman. I would like everyone to know that I do have full intentions of going toe-to-toe with Forden. Now, with that said, Taylor, are you the one that can cast the thing? If I stand in it, it heals me.
Yes.
Okay, so you're good to keep your distance. Tyler, how do you feel about being on the lower level? I don't want to have to worry about them coming in direct contact with you in case I need to disengage from Forden to save your life.
Right. I'm fine being on the lower level. I should probably be up higher, though.
I agree.
If I'm up higher, I can always swoop down because I can fly now. I can always come down safely if I need to.
And should we have a safe word for if I get hurt really bad?
I think you falling down will pretty much be our tip off for that one.
How
I
about the
also
words,
have-
ow, oh fuck, I'm dying?
Oh, fuck, I'm dying. Okay. Got it. I'm ready.
Okay. And
didn't
Garuk,
expect that to
where
work.
did you have a plan on where you wanted to be?
I'll be down on the floor.
Okay. Hiding behind a pillar or something?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, does anybody have anything that, like, Fordham having a disadvantage to one of his, like, senses or, like, abilities help you out? Like, as far as, like, resisting things. If not, it's not a big deal.
Ingrid kind of steps up a little bit at this point. I mean, he's pretty handy and quick, so if you have a way of like slowing him down at all,
Yeah.
which out of game, I will say, because I was doing a little research on this, technically initiative checks are counted as dex checks.
Okay. So,
If you're planning on using what I think you're planning on using.
I'm 100% going to use Hex.
Yeah. I was doing a little research just to see if that would come in handy. Yes. Initiative checks are technically dex checks. So
Okay.
since it gives disadvantage on it, he would technically have disadvantage on initiative.
There we go. I will Hex
have-
his dexterity.
I myself will probably come up with some things during the fight that I can't actually control. Unfortunately, I can't tell you right now what it would be, though. But I think it's fine.
We also have this big jar of grease that we just got.
Oh,
Yes.
I can pour it on his head.
It's meant for like the ground, but I mean, you
Yeah.
could pour it on his head. It would fall on the ground.
If it falls on the ground, then I might slip.
Yeah,
Yes.
That is
Ingrid
true.
and Grog and Dorthak will kind of look at it. Maybe be careful, like, just watch where you're going to place it, just to make sure you're not getting anything that we're going to be in.
Yep. Oh, hey. You know what you guys could do? Give it to the, like, team that's supposed to react and, like, watch the door where they come through and, like, smash it in front of that little door. It's all
actually a pretty
greasy,
good
so
idea.
all of their
That's a good
reinforcements
idea.
come through onto this fucking grease trap, and they can just get fucking arrows rained on them.
That isn't a horrible idea.
I like it.
If
There you
they
go.
have,
Yeah,
reinforcements,
Dorthak-
it'll
Do that.
slow 'em down.
Dorthak takes that and ushers one of the guards over and hands it to him. Give that to the away team. Have them use that on the gate if anything comes through that portal.
If this fight gets a little out of hand and any of you need extra spells, come find me, or I can come to you if possible, and I can give you a spell or 2 or 3.
Oh,
Actually,
for
no,
real?
I can give you.
You can charge me up.
Let me go backwards again. You regain 1 spell, and we roll a d3, and whatever it lands on, that's what spell you get. But I can do it 3 times before I rest.
Do we have to be, like, physical contact?
Unfortunately, I do need to touch you.
Okay.
That's such a weird way of phrasing it.
Seriously.
I'll touch your shoulder.
That's
That's
fine.
better.
That
That's
would
better.
be good.
All right. As you guys are figuring out your placements, it's getting a little later, closer and closer to noon. You all start making your way to the spots that you've either indicated you're going to be in or are kind of planning on being near. I'm going to have everybody go ahead and just roll a general stealth check. It is a group check, so don't worry if one of you fails. This is just to see if you guys maintain any kind of like secrecy as the openings of this deliberation kick off.
Oh,
Telling
that
you,
could pass
passive-
without a trace too before it starts.
Passive stealth.
If you want to do that, I will allow it.
Right before it starts.
And I will say it will extend to. I'm going to be rolling a stealth check for all of the other soldiers as one. I will say it counts for them as well. Okay.
A couple of us definitely need it, but yeah.
Yeah, so
definitely
28,
use them.
21, 32, 30, or 29, 21, and we'll say it's a +2 bonus for the guards. So 13, 23. All right, yeah. As everyone kind of hunkers down into their positions, getting things ready, kind of some of the guards are putting like cloth over their weapons as they're hunkering down to make sure it doesn't make any like unnecessary metal creaking or anything like that. Just in general, trying to be stealthy. You guys take your positions. Noon comes. You hear the sounds outside of a force being hailed, the main gate of the castle being opened. Lots of footsteps coming through the open door. You see a force of 10 relatively well-dressed sailors, some carrying different kinds of weapons and things on their belts, others just merely there showing their importance or their presence as part of this entourage, enter. At the head of the column, as he walks into the throne room to stand before the dais of Grog Skyfist, is a half-orc gentleman wearing a dark leathered duster, nice breeches, very well-oiled sailor-style boots. You see a elegantly curved saber at his hip, what looks to be a pistol mounted onto his right hip in kind of a cross-draw holster, and a very very well-made and well-tailored tricorn captain's hat with a black feather sticking out of it on this half-orc individual as Forden Darkwater, the traveler, enters the throne room along with his entourage to stand before Grog. Now, before anything kicks off, I have placed you guys all relatively where it sounded like you wanted to be placed. With that stealth check, you guys are fairly stealthy, so if there's any last-minute adjustments to your placement on the board, go ahead and make it.
So he doesn't exactly see us,
No,
right?
you
with our checks.
no.
Okay.
With your checks, you're
Yeah.
feeling pretty confident. Actually, that's a good point. Hold on. You guys had a general overall. Everyone passed because of that pass without a trace, but I will, for the sake of doing it, the DC is going to be 25 for him, and with his bonus, 20. So he and his men do not sense your presence as you guys enter. But this is the last moment. I'm saying this as more of a like if you wanted to be in a slightly different spot than you currently are placed, go ahead and move your tokens. You will not incur any kind of stealth penalty or be caught right now. So if there's any place you better. And Joe, did you want Kisa up with you, or did you want her somewhere else?
She would be better on the floor, honestly.
Okay. You want her with Garuk, or do you want her with Tez?
With Garuk.
Okay.
I don't blame you.
No offense to either one.
She doesn't like me very much, but she will soon.
Give it time.
I moved my token just behind there.
Yep, I saw.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm happy where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I'll move probably like closer to the corner, but other than that, yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Because I'm assuming there's like a ledge here, right?
Yeah,
And is this
there's
this is a support column, right?
Yes, yeah. Where you
So-
are currently, there is a railing that goes around the entire balcony. Gives you about, if you were to kind of like duck behind it, give you 3/4 cover, things like that. You're also about 10 to 15 feet off of the main floor above everybody else.
Good.
So you have a pretty decent amount of cover up there that you don't really have to worry about.
And which one's Forden?
Forden is smack dab in the middle there,
Oh,
up in the
guy.
front.
All right, sweet. All right.
So the entourage comes in. They take their positions. The guards, the Imperial Guard, all stand at attention. Grog stands defiantly up front with his staff. The legate over beside him, glaive out, but not held in any kind of like position of defense or anything like that, more in a ceremonial stance. As Forden approaches, takes off his hat. Finn, you're the only one who's seen him. Everyone who can... Actually, no, the twins... No, the twins wouldn't have a good shot at this point. Garuk and Tez, go ahead and roll perception checks for me.
Corey, I do have one question here before we get too deep.
Yes.
I have magic awareness. So my question is, before anything gets going, it doesn't say anything about like it making any noise or doing anything. Like, can I do this from behind the pillar without being noticed?
You know what? I'm gonna treat this as like a divine sense from the paladin, which is silent. You just kind of like open your eyes and it's there.
Uh-huh.
I'll say yes, that you're able to do that.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll the perception check. I will factor this into it, though.
All right. Oh shit! I had advantage
Natural 20.
clicked on. That was my bad.
I'll say, you know what? No, that's fine. I'll say that this would give you some kind of advantage on this because you're keenly aware of like what he's got going on him. Both of you notice he is a relative, like, you're not necessarily attracted to him, but he's like an objectively attractive, handsome half orc. He doesn't have any kind of like tusks sticking out from his mouth, almost like humanoid, but the lightish green skin, a light beard going on, well cut hair in a sailor's cut as he removes the hat, takes a small bow before the High Thunderer. Does have a scar above his right, or going through his right eye, from forehead down to the cheek, and both of you with those checks, Tez especially, notice that his right eye is yellow in color, similar to the eye that you've seen with Finn.
Oh,
but as he kind of like tilts his head ever so slightly, his left eye is normal. Whereas you've noticed the discoloration happening with Finn on both eyes. His does not appear to be fully like this.
Okay.
Tez, with your magical awareness, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. As you kind of peek around and you get the sense of this, first off, the coat that he's wearing, very magical.
Aha. Okay.
The sword at his hip, very magical.
Okay.
The gun, not magical. Standard gun. But you do get a vague magic essence off of it. You get the sense it might be a spellcasting focus for him.
Okay.
And then as you're just kind of like, you're bringing out of that, you were focusing on the items, there's just a general aura coming off of him of some kind of powerful, arcane, eldritch force. The only time you felt something similar to this is Finn when he's using the stronger magics that he's had access to lately.
Okay.
But this is somehow deeper. This is if Finn's dial got turned to like 11.
Got it.
But it does have that similar aura.
Okay.
Forden takes the hat off, bends down a little bit, puts the hat back on. High Thunderer, it's a pleasure to finally meet your acquaintance. My name is Forden Darkwater. I'm here on behalf of the Imperial Council to develop some interest in assisting the Imperial Guard and their ongoing effort to quell the inhuman attacks happening across citizens of the Empire. I had heard you were in ill health. I'm glad to see that was mistaken, sir. As Grog just kind of looks down at this half-orc. Yes, it appears that I came down with a bad case of something over the last couple of days. I was quite unexpected for that to happen, but I'm glad to be in better health since then. I must say, though, I've never heard your name, Mr. Darkwater. Which entity are you representing at the moment? Forden just kind of nods. Like I said, I'm a contractor of sorts on behalf of the Imperial Council here, representing the general interests of multiple factions. Just wanted to see if you had some time for maybe a private meeting for us to go over some things, if that's all right with you. I will say, they start into a basic conversation, just pleasantries. At what point would any of you act to kick off this ambush? Was it discussed? Let me rephrase. Was it discussed with the three heads up here at the top of the dais? Was it discussed with them what any triggers would be for kicking this off? Were you guys to take initiative?
We didn't talk about it, but surely we would have.
We'll
what did we think of
I'm
that?
sure we would have.
We're gonna
Yeah.
then we'll rewind. We'll rewind to before this event takes place. As the pleasantries are starting, you all think back. What would have been the trigger? Who's kicking it off? Who's doing what?
I'm
Does
just gonna
anybody-
Can I shoot first? I'll just blast this dude. I
I
mean,
was
you'll
wondering.
hear it, so that'll be a good signal.
Sure, does anybody have the ability to hold him in place? I don't know if it would do any good or if it's even worth it. And you know what? Maybe that's a waste of a spell. I just intend on rushing him whenever I see Finn here shoot his bolt.
What do you guys think? Sound good? Anybody?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
Alright.
that would work.
All right. We come back. This conversation is
question. A quick
Yep.
in-game, but out of character. Does the creature know that I have hex on them, or is that an unfelt thing? I've jujuled it, and it's kind of come down on both sides. Like, I've seen cases both for and against, so I'm leaving it up to your discretion.
I'll say
If I put hex on something, can they tell?
if you cast hex on him, if you're wanting to do it as a surprise, I'll have you roll another stealth check. Pass without a trace would still apply to it.
Well, I already have hex cast. Hex is sitting on Elvis. All I need to do is use a bonus action to move it to him.
Okay.
So,
I'll still say for you to
Okay.
move it over to him. It'll be a stealth check with pass without a trace against his active perception to try and feel it. He is a very arcane individual. He would he understands how
okay.
spells like
Okay.
that,
If
especially
there's-
something like that.
If there's a chance he would feel it, I would not use it immediately. So
Okay.
I would wait until like combat started before I moved it over to him. Then.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I would just like I said, if they could tell, then I'm not going to even try it. I'm not going to risk.
I'd say I'd leave it up to a roll at that point to decide and
yeah.
see.
Then I'm not risking it.
Okay. In that case, the pleasantries take place. The conversation starts. Whoever's kicking it off, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll just fucking shoot his ass.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Roll an attack at advantage as he does not know where you are. So he is not expecting it.
Alright. I shoot 2.
One of those does not hit.
Oh shit.
Yuck.
But one of them does.
One of them does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on the second one.
So it'd just be the 12, and then I'll move the hex to him with my bonus action.
All right. Let me see here. Yeah. All right. A solid green blast comes flying from the balcony, slams into Forden's shoulder. He shrugs it, like he takes the hit, but it doesn't knock him over as much as you've seen it hurt other individuals. And as you move your hex over to him, he straightens up, looks over in your direction. Well, I was wondering if you were here.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And now, I would like everyone to select your tokens and roll initiative.
Oh,
How do we do this again? It's been a while.
it's on now. I get advantage.
And Forden has disadvantage.
Yes, he does.
I don't know if this will do.
Huh.
Did it roll?
Why didn't that roll
It did
double?
not. So
That's weird. Good thing
I'll
I got
say
advantage.
Roll another d20. Okay, so the 10.
Oh, Corey, I rolled with advantage, but it took my second one. I should be at 22.
22. I'll adjust yours. 22.
And after I shot him, I ducked behind the railing.
All right. All right. Now I need to roll for a whole bunch of other people. Ingrid. Got a whole lot of 9s. Dorthak. Grog. Got not great initiative rolls. And we'll say,
This is a big old list there, buddy.
yeah, this is a big one.
This is a doozy.
Well, you guys are kicking off a war. The battles are getting bigger. Guards. Did they get rolled for them? Yes, it did. Okay, and last but not least, the Pirates of the Misty Steppe. There it is. Okay. Oh god, so many. Why did I do this to myself? Okay, let's move these around a little bit. Leggett's going third. Finn, what's your dexterity?
18.
18 dex.
Yep.
God damn. All right, yeah, you're definitely going before Ingrid. And the Pirates and the Guards going last. Okay. All right, top of the initiative order, we have Tez of the Tall Stone. You see Finn's blast, you see everyone kind of, you see Forden react a little slowly, and with your magic awareness still up for just the last bit of it, you do see the hex get placed on Forden. What would you like to do?
Oh, I'm kind of nervous in real life. First off, I'll grip the ironwood handle of the fighting lion, and the blood vessels will pop in both of my eyes, and I'll begin to cry blood as I rage. And with that, I will roll a d8 to
Yes,
see
you will.
what kind of crazy shit's gonna happen to me today. That's a 6, so let's see. That's gonna be. Oh, that doesn't show it, does it? So this is gonna be, until my rage ends, I am surrounded by multicolored protective light. I gain a +1 to my AC, and while within 10 feet of me, my allies gain the same bonus. Fucking A.
All right.
Damn.
Get that noted on your own character sheet. I'll try to keep that in mind. Feel free to remind me if you're within an ally or within range of any allies.
I'll step out from behind. I'll say, "Hello, motherfucker!" And I'll run at him. And
all right.
I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna swing reckless because I'm fucking crazy. So, boop. And another. Oh.
Okay. The first one was going to be a hit, but he is going to use his reaction to, as you go in for the first swing, he pulls out his saber and very quickly deflects it away.
Damn it.
Which, on that, as he deflects it, he immediately brings it back down for a downward slash at you as part of the same reaction.
Okay.
Public, normal.
I'm reckless, so.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. That is at advantage
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
19?
Damn, yeah, 19 hits.
You take 13 points of force damage and 4 points of psychic.
That's yucky.
That is very yucky. As this blade, as he draws it, Finn, you recognize this a bit. It's different than anything you've seen it used for, but it's the same kind of crackling green energy that you normally use in your Eldritch Blast. And he seems to have shaped it around his pirate saber as he cuts into Tez pretty deeply for it. But Tez, the second strike does hit him. So go ahead and roll.
Boom. And D8 to see what this type of damage is. 6, so that is poison damage.
Poison, which he is not resistant to.
Oh, wait a minute. When a target is struck... Oh, I need to roll an additional D6. That's what that damage is. Is that correct? Oh, no, wait, no. That's
no.
never
No,
mind.
that's
already in
that's
there.
determined.
That's
Yeah.
the 4. Perfect. Okay, cool.
Okay,
And
so 17 points of damage to him.
that is it for me.
All right. Taylor, it is your turn. As you're up on this balcony, watching as the fight starts to break out, Tez runs up and immediately smacks into Forden. What would you like to do?
I'll start off by putting a 100 mark on him.
Okay. Hunter's Mark is placed. I'm going to mark him for Hex and Hunter's Mark. And
And then I'm gonna shoot him a couple times.
all right, make your shots. First one's a miss. Second is a miss.
Oof.
Yeah, that's about right for me.
All right. Yeah, both shots, he just almost preternaturally ducks out of the way, both to different sides. You got to do better than that. Anything else?
I'm just warming up, and that's it, really. Just
Okay.
duck back down.
At initiative
have
count
cover.
20, you see him, his right hand wreathes in a bit of green energy, and he suddenly crushes it, and the energy disappears. You suddenly hear a lot of fighting happening outside of the castle, as you get the sense that whatever reinforcements he might have called does come to his aid as the battle is picking up outside. What you don't expect to hear is the large booming noises coming from several hundred feet above you. As
Oh.
the castle suddenly rocks and shakes and a couple of rocks fall. I'm going to roll a d20 here. If it rolls below a 5, we'll determine if someone is affected by it. Okay. A couple of loose pieces of ceiling and rubble fall to the ground in various spots. Nobody is affected by this. But it seems like the ship itself might be in play here,
Yeah, seems that way.
as he has called down a barrage of shot into the castle itself. All right. It is Legate Dorthax Stonehand's turn. The Legate slams his glaive into the ground, says, "All right, men, just like we planned." And he is going to use his action to do coordinated strike. So, Garuk, Finn, Taylor, and Tez. Your next attack, again, it's only one attack, but your next attack against Forden all have advantage.
Nice.
Very nice.
But he stays right next to Grog. He does not move from his position at this point. And that is his turn. Garuk, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm actually going to use my sneak attack and attack Forden himself.
All right, you are already hidden, so go ahead and roll. And you have an extra advantage from coordinated strike, so go ahead and roll at advantage. 23.
Ooh, baby.
It would have been a hit, but because he used a swashbuckling strike earlier, his AC is still 23. So, oh no, never mind. Meet it is beat it. You did hit him.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Never mind. You hit.
Damn right.
I always seem to forget meet it is beat it. I don't know why.
That's a sneaky motherfucker, too.
All right. 29 points of damage. That, as he's preparing, he readies himself to start taking you on, Tez, and you watch as an arrow just suddenly sprouts in his side. As he kind of takes it back a little bit, looks over. He's definitely clocked where you're at, Garuk.
Oh. Welcome back.
Speaking of which, would I have had advantage since he didn't know where I was at from my shots?
You know what? That's true. That is true. Thank you for catching me on that. Go ahead and roll
I was just
one.
curious.
Go ahead and roll one more attack at advantage. We'll say both of those rolls were for your first one.
Yeah, didn't matter.
Still miss.
Oh well.
All right. Anything else, Garuk? You want to hide again? You want to move? What do you want to
Nope, I'm going to hide again.
do? Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Okay, 21. I will keep that in mind. It is the pirates' turn. The pirates are immediately going... It seems like they were kind of ready for something like this to break down, but they were kind of, just here just in case. Each of these pirates is going to run over here and start tangoing with these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to get up to that guard. And that guard. This one is not in melee with Tez, so he's going to run over here. This one is in melee with Tez, so he's going to stay right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's going to run over here just to make sure. All right, 3 of the pirates are going to make strikes at you, Tez.
Okay.
Let me pull it up here. All right, so thankfully they don't hit very hard, but each of them is going to make 2 cutlass strikes on you. First one
Hit.
Oh, yeah. Which one of those is going to be an advantage, but it won't be that one. First cut, you take 10 points of damage. 6 reduced to 3, so 7 points total.
Okay.
Second strike is the one that is behind you, so he's going to roll at advantage. 25.
Yucky.
For 5 reduced to 2, so 6 points of damage. Second attack from that guy. 3 reduced to 1, and 5 points of damage total. Still got 1 attack from the other guy. Not at advantage, sorry. So those are both of the attacks. Does an 18 or a 16 hit you?
AC's 18.
Okay, so one of those hits you. God, they are rolling shit on damage.
Good.
6 points of damage total. And 1 more attack on you. God, that fucking damage. 8 points of damage total.
Reduced. Oh no, that's poison.
No. They're rolling shit on their slashing damage. It's the poison that's not making... or hitting a little harder.
Okay, so that last hit is 8 points, just flat.
Yes.
Okay, I feel like shit.
And the rest of them... I'm going to take a page out of Matt's book, and we're just going to do a general D20. Okay. In the opening moves of this fight, the pirates seem to be doing a little bit better than the Imperial Guard are so far, but the guard on the balcony hasn't acted yet, so we'll see how that turns out later.
That guard right directly behind me as well, that's on my side, he does have a +1 to his AC, since he's within 10 feet of me. Just
Okay.
in case something happens.
I will keep that in mind. Forden, it is the Traveler's turn. He kind of looks over at you, Tez. Well, you seem like a bit of fun. But to be fair, you're not why I'm here. He looks over at Grog Skyfist. But you're not who I'm here for either.
Oh.
He looks back over at Finn.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, me?
Finn, he's here for you!
From the fucking double bird.
Let's see, the range. Oh, nope. Yeah, not that. I want... God, did they change? Yeah, they changed the symbol for the ruler. Okay. Yeah, okay, he's well within range. He's going to take a page out of your book, Finn, and...
Misty Step.
No. You watch as Forden disappears in a puff of thunderous energy
Oh,
as he casts Thunderstep.
fuck.
No.
God damn it.
24 points of thunder damage to Tez and 4 of his own pirates, but he doesn't give a shit. As
fuck, I'm dead.
Not dead, just down.
I'm down.
I
as
got you.
he suddenly appears behind you, Finn. Cutlass drawn, just kind of looks you over. So you're the other chosen.
I guess.
Well, let's see how you stack up. And you feel... Let me see, I don't think there's a save against it, is there? No. You feel a oddly familiar yet dark energy on you as you are hexed. You have disadvantage against wisdom checks.
Alright.
All right. That was Forden's go. Finn, as he appears behind you, it's your go. What would you like to do?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna fucking thunderstep.
You have it now. You do have an allied guard with alongside you. Do you want to take him with you?
Yes, I'm grabbing him, and I'm fucking thunderstepping.
Fucking nice.
All right. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Tez, did you roll a Constitution save?
I didn't. No.
Go and roll a Constitution save real quick.
Oh, what for?
Because it's against. That's the DC
shit.
against the spell.
My bad. I had.
So you might have only taken
advantage.
12. You.
Oh no, I don't think
It's
I
fine.
did.
12. No, you didn't. Yeah, you're still
Yeah.
out. You took full. Okay. So it is against Finn's DC 16 Constitution save. That's a fail. Full 18 damage to him.
Plus 3 more, so it'd be 21 plus the 2 from the hex.
Yeah. Okay. 23 points of damage total. He's at 69 health.
Worst goddamn damage roll.
All right, and where are you going?
Well, shit, how far can I go? I don't remember. Hold on. I can go... Oh, god damn it, where can I not find this? It says 90 feet. Is that
Yep.
right?
Yeah, it's 90 feet.
Okay. Then...
They changed the icon. It's the little ruler underneath the
Yeah, I
magnifying glass.
recognize that.
Yeah.
We'll just pop down here.
Okay. Taking the guard along with you, you both
Yep, that way he can go fucking
reappear down there. The guard kind of looks around like, okay.
And I don't think that was my action. Nope. Bonus action, I'm gonna leave my hex there.
All right.
So
In that case,
I am good.
all right. It is Ingrid Darby's turn. She is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With her movement, her full movement of 40 feet, jump over right near Tez, who Tez is currently incapacitated and unconscious, so he's not affected by this. But she is going to use her. Actually, no, she's not going to do. She's going to use her Northern Howl. So you suddenly watch as like Ingrid runs over, and while she didn't exactly have like the best opinion of Tez, obviously. Seeing this fight go this poorly already for him, this like overwhelming fury just takes over, and you hear this howl that Kisa instinctively howls along with.
Yeah.
As all of the pirates are going to make wisdom saves, which they are not going to probably do great on. I think there's how many pirates over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one more. God, all of them fail. All of these
Great.
pirates are now frightened of her, and they immediately start cowering away from her a little bit as she pulls out this big old whopping two-handed greatsword that just seems to gleam as if it's made of like a frozen metal or ice. She just looks down at the first couple of them that are getting ready. You're first. Makes her first strike. Yep, that's a hit. And straight up kills one of them. Makes it on the second one, natural 20. I'm not even going to roll damage, that's going to be a kill. So, with her multi-attack, both of these ones who had already taken a big punishment from Forden's Thunderstep are dead. And that was bonus action move and attack, so that is her go. Tyler, it is your turn.
All right. So I'm gonna bring Ted up first as my bonus action.
Okay.
Let's see. Use 3
Alright, that is 13 points of healing to you, Tez.
Cool.
and
As you-
3 temp HP.
Oh,
There you
good.
go.
3? Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, thank you.
As you come back to consciousness with a couple of bodies around you and a very mad and physically imposing Ingrid Darby right next to you.
Oh, hello.
Don't get any ideas yet, cat man.
Okay, maybe later.
Maybe later.
Am I prone?
And then I'm gonna call lightning.
You are prone.
All right.
Alright, you're gonna do Call Lightning. Where are you?
Yeah, I think I can get 60 by 60 over here. Like a cloud of 60 by 60.
Where are you calling it in on? Just what side of the map? I know it's supposed to be
I
like
was
you cover
hoping
a
to
triangle.
get the middle and the left, like so I can cover where Finn is right now.
Okay. I don't feel like adding a giant thing, so I'm just gonna say left half of the map. It's fair game.
All right.
So, if I recall right, it's that map gets or that part gets covered by a storm, and then you can just pick a point to call down a blast, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for this first one, I'm gonna do that guy. Whoops.
All right. I'll say yeah. All right. So just that one is gonna make. I think it's a dex save, right?
Yep, 16.
17. So he takes half damage, but go ahead and roll it. All right. Total 28. Reduced to half is 14. So keep that in mind. All right, he gets blasted. Takes the hit. Still standing though.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, Forden is over by this railing, a little beat up already, but looks down at Finn. What, you don't want to talk? And hucks a blast of Eldritch Blast at you with a legendary action.
That misses.
That it does. Blast goes wide as he's kind of still dazed a little bit from your Thunderstep.
I'm over here.
I see that.
I'll give him the finger again.
It is Grog Skyfist's turn. Grog is going to immediately run to the aid of one of his men. And... let's see. Grog is going to call out to you guys. Would you rather I help you or start fighting?
Oh, I'm cool with help.
Nope.
All right. You watch as he just claps his hands together and a blast of thunderous energy kind of flies out a little bit and highlights, we'll say, Tez, Finn, and who else is in range? Garuk. Garuk's in range. Tez, Finn, and Garuk. I think most of you, or the three of you, already had advantage on your next attack on Forden. You also now deal... let me make sure I read that ability right. You also deal an additional 2d4 lightning damage on your next strike.
Oh, shit.
As he uses Storm's Call on you to invigorate your attacks. So it is... oh, wait. How did I write that ability? It was... oh, it's each attack. Never mind. You have advantage on the first attack, and then each attack that you make for the next round until it's his turn again has 2d4 lightning damage added.
Oh, damn.
Crazy.
Heavy supports.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that, he's going to go ahead and just take the dodge action. So with his monk shit, he's going to stand there and make himself look hard to hit, just in case. It is the guards' turn. All right, the pirates rolled a 15 earlier. The guards are going to roll a d20, but they also get an extra d10 because they came better prepared for this. 19. The guards are initially caught off guard a little bit. They were waiting for the fight, but they weren't expecting the pirates to act as quickly. But as things are kind of getting pushed back a little bit, the pirates do seem to be on the back foot a little. They were relatively matched in numbers, but the guards seem to be better trained and better prepared for something like this. And they're also fighting on home turf. There's something to be said for defending your home. So the guards are giving it a little more.
That a fucking werewolf with a 4-foot-long sword killed 2 of them in one swing.
That is true. She did kill a couple of them really quickly. But we're back at the top of the initiative order with Tez. You are prone, but you are alive. You seem to be wreathed in thunderous energy right now, and you're ready to fuck some shit up. What would you like to do?
I feel better. I'll use half my movement to get up. And
Okay.
then... well, I'll use my my second rage. So I'll rage. Hurrah! Bonus action. And I will turn. And this is a pirate behind me, right?
Go ahead and roll your wild magic surge, because it's a new rage.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, you don't give the AC bonus anymore, but you might get something different.
A 7. All right, so let me fix my AC real quick. And old boy right behind me no longer has that either. But now, this is interesting. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around me. Until my rage ends, the ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain for my enemies.
Okay. Maybe it's something to do with your rage. Maybe it's part of Tyler helping resurrect you, but you just feel this natural druidic energy that has healed you flow out into the ground from you. And it seems to just wrap up some of the pirates in a few weeds and vines as you move around.
Tyler, look at me! And I will swing.
Looking good.
I will swing at this guy, and I've already got advantage, so I'm not going to go reckless.
You don't have advantage on this one. You have advantage on attacks against Forden.
Oh, only on Forden.
Yep.
The first roll was still 24 anyway. So.
It's fine. We'll treat that as your first roll. So 24, that hits 100%.
All right. And one more.
And this was the other one that was fucked up by Thunderstep. So all right, both of we'll say roll damage on the first one because you might easily kill the first guy. Yeah, you straight up obliterate the first guy. The second strike that you make is on the next one.
Okay. First one was acid damage, and okay, so the first guy's dead.
Yeah, this guy right here is full on obliterated. He wasn't none of them passed their saves when Forden thunderstepped, and Forden didn't seem to give a shit about doing it to his own people. So they were all fucked up.
Got it. And this guy right here in the green is he's another pirate, right?
Yes, he is, and he's
right.
starting to be pushed on the back foot a little bit by the guard.
Okay, and this is my second hit on him. Okay.
All right, 16.
Plus, that is poison damage. God, I roll that a lot.
All right, 16 points of damage. That
wait!
guy.
I get that lightning damage too.
That's true.
From-
You do get roll 2d4.
Oh, that's easy.
5 points of damage. With the assistance of the guard who's already been fighting him, that guy falls over dead.
Ha ha! Okay. That's it for me.
All right.
I feel better already.
Taylor, it is your turn. You have advantage on the first attack on Forden, as given to you by the coordinated strike.
All right, then I will shoot him, or I should say, attempt to shoot.
All right, go ahead and roll the first one with advantage. Okay, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage, which I think it auto rolled.
Yep. Plus
All right.
the hunter's mark.
11.
And then the second strike on him. Ooh.
Out his ass.
Natural 20. Go ahead and roll hunter's mark and double it.
Click it again, or
No, we'll just say it's 4. So
Okay.
12, 16. He's looking pretty beat up right now.
and that's when I say, didn't miss that time, did I, bitch?
No, you did not. And as you taunt him, he's going to go ahead. You've drawn a little bit of the focus away from Finn. He's going to use his second legendary action to huck an Eldritch Blast over at you.
Okay. Because I was actually about to stoop back down and take cover again.
Does a 20... I'm assuming a 27 hits.
Just barely.
You take 16 points of force damage. As he blasts you with this, you kind of like spin around a little bit, taking it in the shoulder. I don't miss either, son.
And, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. It is Legate Dorthak's turn. The Legate is going to run down over here next to Tez. Just put his hand on your shoulder, Tez. You good, big man?
I felt better, but I'm okay right now.
Well, better keep going at him. He's going to pat your back a little bit, and you feel your spirits bolstered a little bit as he uses Rally the Troops on you.
Oh.
So you get 9 points of healing.
Yes. I'm feeling better already.
All right. Garuk, it is your turn. You feel pretty confident that he does not know where you are, but neither does anyone else right now.
Okay. Can I see him from where I'm at?
You do. He does, because of the angle, he does have a slight bonus to his AC, but you do see him enough to possibly get a shot off at him.
Okay. I'm going to use my sneak attack and shooting.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. (26) with his bonus. That just barely hits with his bonus. Go ahead and roll damage. 17 points of damage. You watch as he takes the arrow, looks over at you again. Well, you're getting annoying, aren't you?
It's my job.
All right. You get the sense though that if you're gonna hide again, you're gonna have to move. At this point, he's figured out where you're shooting him from.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to move straight down to the next pillar underneath me and use stealth.
Okay. It's going to be a harder or lower DC to spot you this time because it's still kind of open area. Like this is where people are fighting. So go ahead and roll your stealth check. Natural 20. Somehow, even in the
Jesus.
midst of combat, you just fucking ghost.
Good job.
Where'd she go?
And that is why Groot stays around.
Oh, by the
All
way,
right.
I didn't get to move Kisa to have her attack.
That's true. You did not.
I'll not worry about the first round, but I'll just take this round. Is this guy a pirate?
Yes, that is a pirate.
Okay, I'll have her attack that one.
Okay. That
Darn.
is a miss.
Yeah, I figured that. Oh well, it was worth a shot.
All right. And speaking of the pirates, it is their turn. They're going to roll a d20. The pirates are not doing great at this. All of the fights with the guards are being pushed back at this point. And you do hear more fighting going on outside, and it's getting quieter and quieter a little bit. Oh, that almost reminds me. I completely forgot about it. Initiative count 20. Roll a d20 for that. Okay, no one is affected as more cannon fire hits the castle itself, shaking some rubble loose. No one's affected by it, though. But yeah, the pirates seem to be getting pushed back, and slowly but surely, one of them gets killed over here. And the one that you had blasted earlier, Tyler, takes a spear to the head from the guard that he's fighting,
Nice.
as this guard has engaged him. And this guard down here manages to win his fight. All right. One of the pirates is going to make a attack on Kisa, though, because Kisa's right there and just tried to bite at him.
That's fine.
I'm assuming a 21 hits Kisa.
Oh yeah.
That'll be 9 points of damage total.
All right.
All right. And with that, it is Forden's turn. Forden just kind of looks around at how this battle is going. Well, this was unexpected. He's going to walk over to this guard over here. And let's see. You watch as he just kind of casually walks up to the guard. And as he walks up, puts his hand out, pointing straight at the guard. And these inky black tendrils latch into the guard. And slowly but surely, you watch all of the moisture and life energy leave that guard as he is killed.
Oof.
And some of the
Oh.
wounds on Forden's body heal up.
Oh.
That is
As he kind of wipes his lip a little bit from one where it had been cut earlier. Looks down over at Finn. Well, can't have you getting away now, can we? Finn, I need you to roll. Let me see, what is the save on this spell? Finn, are you immune to being charmed?
No, but when I have Elvis on my shoulders, I have resistance to magic.
Okay. Yeah, he's within range. I'm going to need you to roll a intelligence saving throw. This is a magical effect, so you will have advantage.
Okay. Oof. Intelligence is not my strong suit.
And yet,
Woo!
Natural 20. All right. You take...
Damn it.
This is not now. The way this spell works, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read the spell out loud. On a successful save, the target still takes 5d10 damage and the spell ends. So the really bad thing doesn't happen to you, but you still
Oh,
take the full
shit.
damage from it.
Oh,
Oof.
God.
You take 30 points of psychic damage.
Ow.
Ooh.
As you almost feel like everything around you get dark and you're about to be alone, but you suddenly just... There's that alien presence at the back of your mind pushes back out and your surroundings return to normal. Leaves you with a bit of a headache and a nosebleed, but you're still you, and you're still in control of you.
Cool. Well, fuck him and his fucking stupid butthole, because he can have that shit back.
All
I'll
right.
cast Hellish Rebuke on him.
And it is...
It's a dex
Fired.
save, bitch.
It is a dex save.
Ah, what she has.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fail, so he would take 24 reduced because he has a resistance. All right.
It would be 28.
Well, he has resistance to fire
Oh, yeah.
damage, not necrotic. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
24 fire reduced to 12. All right. So yeah, he takes a little bit of a feedback, but he looks at you. Seems a little irked that his spell didn't work on you, but he's working on it. At the end of his turn, you do watch this slight shift in his body, almost like there's duplicates of him kind of surrounding him a little bit. Finn, it is your turn, though.
Alright. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna run over here and grab Tez. And I'm gonna cast fucking Dimension Door.
Oh.
And Tez and I are gonna Dimension Door up to Form's big dumbass.
He is going to use a 4th level counter spell on that, and as you try to disappear,
Fuck.
you suddenly
God
realize you're
damn
still
it.
standing in place.
What
Hey,
happened?
hey, Tez, that whole spell thing. Is that a reaction?
Let's find out.
I'm assuming it's not. It's probably an action.
I think it is. Let me look here. As an action, yeah, has to be an action.
Okay, shit.
That would have been nice though.
Oh, damn it. And nope, I cannot counterspell him because I do not have any spells left. So can't Dimension Door. But Tez, if you can give me some more spells back, I can fucking teleport us up to him.
Okay.
Then my bonus action, I forgot to turn on my little fucking belt, so I'm gonna turn on my little belt.
Okay, you turn on the Belt of Wavering.
Yep.
Ingrid Darby, the wolf, she kind of looks up at Forden, looks over at you. You can't get me up there with him?
If I can get a spell back, I can.
All right, well, in the meantime, and she's going to run over and try to kill one of the pirates, which he's already taken some hits, so he's probably not going to do too well. She's smart enough. She'll flank. And 16, does that actually hit them? That does hit them. Okay. Damage. Yeah, straight up. As she makes one small cut against the pirate, and you watch as he gets frozen solid, and her back strike just shatters him into a million pieces.
Nice.
She's going to run over to this one then and make another strike as well. Another hit. 12 points. That one has already taken some damage. That one's barely standing, but he is very wounded. And that is going to be her go, because that's all she can really do right now. Tyler, it is your turn. You see across the way as Forden just got a little bit of health back and seems to be slowly but surely making his way around the map.
Yeah, I'm aiming my lightning for him.
Okay, that is a dex save on his part. God, he is not rolling great on saves. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, and lightning is halved. So 28 reduced to 14. All right, takes the hit. You watch as some of the lightning kind of disperses off of him, like it's being grounded somewhere else, but seems to have taken a hit from that.
Okay. I'll move over here.
All right.
And I'll spend 2 more hit die on Tez and give him 2 more temp hit points.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Go ahead and roll the dice. If you're he gets temp HP in addition to, or the temp HP is like how many die you spend on him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tez, have you taken damage since you got that heal?
Man, I don't think so.
I don't think he has.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
No.
Temp HP doesn't stack, so you can either keep the 3 or take the 2 that you're about to get.
Oh, I'll just keep the 3.
Okay.
Poopy.
Yep. It
A
was
whole
unfortunate
3
when I learned that
healing.
too.
Got it. I feel good. Or a little bit better than a week.
It is Grog Skyfist's go. Grog looks down at you, Tez. How badly you want to get up there?
Pretty badly.
All right. He is gonna throw you, or he's gonna attempt to throw you. Then
Shit.
he's more than
What?
he is more than capable of throwing you
Hell
that
yeah.
far.
Jesus, this guy's huge.
This dude is like, you're pretty tall. This dude has a couple feet on you. So he's gonna go ahead and it's gonna be a strength check, which he's gonna use his bonus action to give himself advantage on that instead of helping some people. So
Oh, Finn, I won't be able to give you a spell though.
It's fine.
do you want me to wait to throw him?
No, getting to him's more important.
I think
Okay.
this is the best.
All right. With advantage.
This is fucking ridiculous.
20 is enough. All right. You get thrown
Oh shit!
up to here. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you land on your face or if you land like relatively in a roll.
Oh, I have advantage on those.
You do. You are raging. So,
Yes. Dexterity saving throw.
yep.
Boom!
20 was the DC. So yeah, you actually come up in like a combat roll, not prone or anything, and you are ready to face off against this fuck.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. And at the end of Grog's turn, he's going to go ahead and use a legendary action to blast you with an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that's not good.
It's 12, so it misses, but it just
That's
kind of
a
like
miss.
scatters. It scatters against your arm. Doesn't really even like affect you.
And if he tries to move, don't forget, he's walking in difficult terrain.
I will keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right. It is the guards' turn. Guards are going to roll a d20 and their d10.
Oh, these guys are fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch as the last of the pirates, they just kind of get mopped up at this point. The guards kind of take defensive positions around Grog over here just to make sure he's all right, along with the legate. The guards up here, recognizing that you guys are probably the people to be betting on, they take positions to like get in the way, just in case he starts making his way over to you guys over here on this balcony. These two are going to go... Well, they're just going to disappear because they're going to go outside to make sure everything's all right. And as you guys are kind of listening, the fighting outside has kind of died down for the most part.
Fucking booby trap worked.
But Tez, it is your turn.
Oh,
You're right
indeed
there.
it is. Oh, spin my hammer around and I'll use the pointy end from the windswept mane and I will smash into his chest.
Okay.
I think Tez is stupid enough to go reckless again.
As well.
Whoosh, that sucks.
That is a hard miss.
And another whoosh. That sucks
And
even worse.
Also a hard miss.
That was 2 natural ones. Let's get
He-
those out of the system.
He just kind of watches you as you're making these moves, like, "This all you got, Catboy?"
Oh, that makes me angry. Oh man, I can't fucking do anything else. You know what I will do? I'll use my bonus. I can use my bonus action to take a potion myself, correct?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and burn one of these. That did not work.
No,
It's
I don't think it did.
No, okay, let's try this. So that is 3 plus, okay, so 5 points. All right, and that's it for me. Damn.
Okay, yeah, you get 5 points of healing back.
All right.
At the end of your turn, he's going to go ahead and make an attack with the Eldritch Blade now that you've brought yourself into melee with him. And you did go reckless, right?
I did. I'm like hunched over right now, just waiting for it. Yeah, that's a hit.
Take 15 force and 4 psychic as you try to bring the maul up to guard, and he just very quickly parries it downwards and pierces your shoulder with his own saber. This like
Okay.
greenish, purplish psychic force energy pushing into your very being.
Got it. I'm still alive, but I'm not having a good day.
Well, it's about to be over very quick, son.
Going to rip your teeth out of your skull when you're dead.
We'll see. Taylor, it's your turn.
I'm gonna shoot at him twice.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attacks, not at advantage.
Of course.
That is a hit, though.
That one misses.
And, yep, second one misses. So 12, roll your hunter's mark.
Ooh, yeah.
18 points of damage.
Ooh.
He's feeling it. He's definitely feeling it. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Actually, that reminds me. Before I do that, I need to roll a d20.
Ooh,
Okay.
That was.
You watch as your arrow, it looks like it's about to hit him, and just as it's about to connect, he steps forward just a second, and almost like an illusory duplicate of himself takes the arrow as it shatters, as you've smashed one of his illusory duplicates.
That's fine. I'm also going to move over a little bit. Get over here. So I'm trying to get
Okay.
closer to Tez.
Okay.
And taking cover back behind the balcony-ish as best I can from here.
Gotcha. At initiative count 20, we roll a d20. 12. A little more rubble. The firing seems to have slowed down a little bit. It's not coming nearly as in volume as previous. You're not sure exactly what the cause of that might be, but no one is harmed in this. I almost forgot that dude's definitely dead from earlier. With that, Legate Dorthak is up. He looks at Grog. He's like, I really don't want you to do that to me. And walks over to this point. Points up at Forden. Is like, go for the heels. It's always a good move. And he's going to give coordinated strike to Tez, Finn, and Taylor again. So
Nice.
your next attack has advantage on Forden.
Yeah, buddy.
Garuk, it is your turn. You feel pretty fucking hidden. You kind of ghosted even in the middle of combat, surrounded by people. You pulled some weird bullshittery that the assassins taught you, and just kind of like disappeared in plain sight.
Can I still see him?
At this point, no, you have no line of sight
Okay.
on him.
All right. Where the legate is, are those pillars?
Yes, they are.
Okay. I want to stealth over to the pillar next to the legate if I can see him from there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another stealth check as you are moving. 14. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you make your way over to the pillar. You feel fairly confident that you're hidden. And you do have line of sight on Forden.
Okay. I'm going to use sneak attack to attack him.
Go ahead and roll an attack, not at advantage.
Okay.
Critical fail. You go to pull the bow back, and just as you're about to, something like weird ringing in your head forces you to like just pull the bow down and shoot into the ground as he stares at you like, I'm not letting you do that to me, you sneaky bitch.
Oh! That was rude.
Rude.
Okay. That's it for me.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's going to use his next legendary action to make a strike at Tez.
That might not be good. That's a hit.
With another cut across the torso, knocks Tez to the ground. And you watch as a little bit of Tez's life force gets sucked into the blade.
I don't know what that means, but I don't like it.
How can you? You're unconscious.
That's true. Yeah,
That's
you
a-
have. You don't
Good
see that
point.
happen. More specifically, Taylor and Tyler see life force get sucked into the blade, and you watch as one of Forden's shoulders that had been kind of like popped out of place by a blast from Finn earlier, kind of just realigns itself.
He's a fucker.
The pirates are all dead in here, so I'm going to remove them, as you guys have no idea how the fight outside is going. It is now Forden the Traveler. He kind of stands over you, Tez. Uses the sword to just kind of like move some of the hair of your mane out of your face. Be a shame if you were to die right here. He looks back up towards Finn. But you're still not my main focus. He is going to, with his movement... Oh, he can't get that far, can he?
Oh, you know what? Motherfuck, I went unconscious too, so my difficult terrain ended. Damn
Yep.
it.
It did.
I am having a bad night.
Let's see. He is going to look over... You hear in his broad, deep voice him shout out into the chamber, I could use a bit of help over here. As someone in the room is making a wisdom saving throw.
Who is it?
That's a good question. Jesus Christ, I was not... That's double nat ones on that. Okay. No discernible change in anything yet. But you don't know if maybe someone heard that or not. But he is going to make his movement over here. And sticking out the black tendrils again. That guard's going to make a save. Fail. God, my guards are rolling for shit on their saves. Once again, he just completely drains a fucking guard as some of his wounds start healing up. And that is his turn. Finn, you're up. You have not noticed any change on the battlefield yet other than Forden moving around and calling that out.
Cool. Then I'll just shoot his dumb ass.
Okay. First one is gonna hit, but I need to roll a d20, so don't roll damage just yet.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, first one does hit him. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright, 17 points of damage. Blast kind of smacks into him, undoing some of the healing that he just did to himself. You know, you're really starting to be a pain in my ass, boy.
I'll just come down here and say that to my face.
Oh, I just might. It is Ingrid the wolf's turn. Ingrid is going to move over
Okay's
here.
my bonus action drink a potion because I need one.
Yes, you can.
Alright, I'm doing that then. So, woo, 8. Nice. That'll do.
All right. Ingrid's going to kind of look over here, pull a javelin out of her like holster that she has on her back, and just try to huck one up at Forden. That is a miss. It clatters against the wall, breaking as he kind of just dodges out of the way. Still too slow for me, wolf. She just kind of growls in general. Tyler, it is your turn.
I'm gonna dump the rest of my summer court into Tez.
Okay.
So that's 5 temp HP, and then I gotta roll them.
Okay.
Nice rolls.
A lot of fives.
Jeez,
15,
no
19,
kidding.
22. 22 points of healing and 5 points of temp HP
Fuck yes.
as you come back
Alright.
to consciousness on the ground.
Oh, I know that feeling. Thank you.
And let me count some blocks here. I can't reach him with my plan yet, so I'm gonna do one more lightning strike on him.
Okay. He is going to make a dex save. God, he is rolling shit. Dex is one of his higher stats, and he's rolling shit right now.
And I'm happy with that.
Hey, do I still have some kind of special lightning damage?
No. That lasted
Okay.
one round,
Or
and
off?
it hasn't.
Oh, just one
yeah.
round. Okay.
Yeah, Grog hasn't re-upped it. 35 points of damage, Jesus.
Woo!
Holy shit.
Yeah, he felt that one. Well, reduced to half, so okay. Yeah, even taking half damage on lightning, he still felt that pretty hard as he just kind of takes the bolt, shakes it off a little bit, has kind of some jerky muscle movements as a result. Looks over at you. You're the one that he killed the mother of, isn't he? Aren't you? Both of you.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be joining her soon enough.
We'll see about that.
All right. With that, he's going to use a legendary action, and he's going to go ahead and huck an Eldritch Blast at you, because you just caught his focus. 18?
Yeah.
11 points of force damage as you take the blast. With that, it is Grog Skyfist's turn. Grog just silently moves up across some of these corpses. Kind of stops in the middle of his throne room surrounded by all these bodies. turns over to you, Finn. And almost unexpectedly, he's going to make several strikes on you as he completely failed his dominate person, even with advantage and a high wisdom stat. He rolled absolute dog shit on his saves.
2 nat 1s, is that what you said?
It was double nat 1s.
Oh my god.
Or sorry, no, double nat 2s. God, I can't math. He has a +7 to his wisdom saving throw, and he rolled 2 9s. So, first fist. That's not an advantage. So that's both attacks. 16 and a 14.
No.
Okay. He's going to go ahead and use Flurry of Blows to make 2 more attacks with his bonus action. 18
Yes.
and 27.
Definitely.
You take 14 and then 15 points of damage. So 29 total. As just these rapid and really heavy laden strikes come flying at you from this massive figure quite unexpectedly. You kind of make brief eye contact with him and you see his eyes are just completely glassy. He is not in control of himself right now. That is the guard's turn. All the guards are actually going to try and grapple him to try and keep him from doing anything unexpected. Which they're just going to make a collective strength check. 14, he's going to roll athletics at disadvantage because of that many people trying to hold him down. Even at disadvantage. They're trying to pin him down, but he's just like shaking them off one by one as he's trying to get ready to attack more people. Tez, it is your turn. Zach?
You're on mute.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna rage. I have one
Okay.
left after this, and that was a 6. So, I'm surrounded by multicolor. Okay, so that's my AC one, which is not a bad
Okay.
thing. So, +1 to my AC, and I'm gonna chase this son of a bitch down. I do think I get an advantage on attack from coordinated strike still, right?
Yes, you do.
All right. And is it both or just the first one?
It is just the first one.
All right, so here's my first one. Boom.
19 does not hit.
This sucks. I'm gonna go reckless again.
Okay.
Yes. Fuck
Natural
me.
20. Even he can't parry that one. So go ahead and roll your damage on him.
Wonderful. Also, I have Great Weapon Master, so I get to make an additional attack. Correct?
I believe that is how that works. So
As a bonus action.
let me do this math first because he might not survive anything. 20,
Oh.
23, 25. Okay.
This
He
damage
is-
is also going to be acid.
Oh, he barely got saved.
Okay.
It was 30 points of damage total. He had 36 hit points, and he also has acid resistance. So he's
Oh.
slightly better than he could have been. But all right, so instead it's 27, so he's at 9 hit points. All right, he's still standing.
Okay.
I believe a reckless bonus action attack.
I get another one, right?
Yep, you do.
All right, here we go. Come on, motherfucker. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
He still has mirror image up, so
Oh.
he has
okay.
he still has two duplicates. I'm gonna roll
Alright.
this in the open. If he rolls an 8 or higher, it hits the duplicate.
Motherfucker. Come on.
It connects with him. Go ahead and roll damage.
And
Jesus,
that's
is
gonna
that-
be
That's close to fucking max damage. God damn.
That's
That is
psychic, and I
max
think he's
damage.
resistant to that, though.
He's immune to psychic.
Oh, okay, so the 7 doesn't do anything then.
But Tez of the Tall Stone, how would you like to do this?
Oh! I will flip my hammer back around to the business end and bring it right down on top of his head and crunch him. I need it good and smushy so I can pull his teeth out.
As your axe lands in the center of his head, bringing him down to his knees, slowly pushing into his cortex.
Everyone, look at me!
He just kind of looks up at you, like barely functioning at this point, axe or maul in brain. I'll get you back soon, boy. And you push a little bit farther to the point where you know that someone would be dead. And you watch as his body just scatters into purple-green dust.
Oh. Yuck.
And disappears.
Oh, darn it. His teeth
As
are
he is
gone.
no more.
Okay.
With that, the Dominate Person spell falls off of Grog's Skyfist. As he kind of comes to, like, almost kneeling down, looking at all, like, his men that he was just throwing around, looking at the punches he threw at you, Finn.
Ow.
Sorry about that. That was unexpected. And Grog just kind of faints from there. But the battlefield is currently empty of combatants, and as you listen outside, you don't hear the sounds of battle.
Oh.
One of the, eventually, like, as you guys are kind of like, is there anything more? One of the runners comes, guard from one of the walls, comes running inside. Legate! High Thunderer! We're victorious. They've been defeated. Every last one of them. And that is where we'll leave off.
Holy shit, the plane.
Man, that guy was a pain in the ass.
I thought about using the wish spell a couple times, but I was like, nah, we're going to save it.
I saw you message and I thought, don't do it.
I thought about it, but I'm not. But I am going to end the recording, so thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next time.